the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
At the Nelson family of dealerships in Martinsville, we'll get you on the road with over 1,000 cars and trucks to choose from. Whether you're shopping for new or used, we have the best selection in the region. What makes the Nelson dealerships different? We'll double your warranty on any new car or truck. That's right, double the years and double the miles of coverage. No additional cost, no strings attached. Shop us online at autosbynelson.com. And remember, everybody knows cars cost less in Martinsville.
Welcome in here, ladies and gentlemen, tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Short track racing action at its finest. Some of the finest, some of the best iRacing pros up against some real-life drivers, and then a couple of your average Joe racers out here tonight. A lot is on the line, but before we go any farther, up here in the booth, right alongside me tonight is going to be Chris Legou. I am Roger Muth. We are calling all the action here tonight, Chris, from this very small paperclip in Virginia.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one here tonight, Roger. Half-a-mile track, and the conditions couldn't be better as we're getting set to go under the lights here at Martinsville Speedway. Track temperature right now sitting at 90 degrees with an air temperature of 83.
Yeah, the track is going to be dropping temperature a little bit here in this event as we're going to race into the night. Coming up first, we're going to have qualifying here in just about 2 minutes and 20 seconds as these guys are still out there practicing. Then we're going to head into some heat racing action. 2 heat races tonight, the distance, before we head into the big main event brought to us tonight by autosbynelson.com for the 250 equal laps is what it will be here tonight if you add up all the heat racing we're going to do and all the main racing we're going to do here. 60 drivers, Chris, though, registered in for this event here at Martinsville. Unfortunately, it looks like a couple of them not going to quite make it into the server here tonight.
Yeah, we're going to run a little shy here tonight of those 60 drivers, but we are not shy of having those drivers. Roger, we still have well over 45 drivers getting set to go here tonight. 2 heat races, as you said, top 10 from each heat race going to qualify into the main event, and we're also going to have a qualifying event, Roger. 20 top 20 in qualifying going to automatically advance and have position in that main event race here tonight from Martinsville.
Well, before we get to all the racing action here tonight, race fans, we got to thank everybody behind the scenes that is making this event come possible live to you right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We got to thank autosbynelson.com. We also got to thank Barry Nelson. He is the owner of the car dealership Autos by Nelson in Virginia and North Carolina. We also have to thank Max Pappas Steering Wheels out of Mooresville, North Carolina. And Chris, tonight a winner is going to get a wheel after this one. Also, tonight, we also got to thank the State Building Company, 60 years in the business. Barber Ford Racing. It's thebarberford.net. Head on over there or contact one of our drivers out here tonight, Dustin Slider.
There is money and there is prizes to be won here tonight. Roger, you already mentioned it. Tonight's winner going to receive a clock and $140. Man, this is going to be a heck of an event. Listen, even the 11th place drivers here tonight are going to come away with something out of the heat races. You finish 11th in the heat race, you're coming away with a $50 gift certificate. And man, that is incredible. Brought to you by Max Pappas Inc. And man, Roger, this is going to be a heck of an event. I am super excited to get it on here at Martinsville.
Yeah, we've been waiting for quite a while since we talked about this event, Chris, and it all came together. You know, it's been about almost a month in the doing before we got to the point that we are here tonight. and we are getting ready now to head into our qualifying session. Put 5 minutes on the clock, Chris. One of the first drivers that will roll out onto the raceway will be the driver of the 57. That is going to be Chris Haymaker. It doesn't look like he had quite the right steering ratio. He'll take the Epic Media back to the garage, and now here he will come with that 57 machine off of pit road.
Yeah, Haymaker out there in the 57, trying to get around this track just as quick as he can. Several other drivers out there already trying to get it warmed up. Roger, you got that warm-up lap, and then 2 live ones to go. I'm watching Doc Stout here in the number 62 running that BK Paints paint job, and he is getting up to speed, getting around turns 3 and 4, getting ready to come down the front stretch to start his hot lap time.
I believe this is actually going to be the first
this
qualifying.
is his first hot lap time, yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be third quickest on the board. Let's drop it down for all you race fans. Find where your favorite driver is going to be here tonight in our qualifying session. It looks like right now Doc Stout is sitting 4th. Another one of those, Billy Dudley in the 77 machine here tonight. All white car, white numbers. Chris, going to throw you for a little bit of a loop. He is also on his first time lap as he enters turns 3 and 4. A little bit up the track, you're going to see a lot of these drivers tonight want to stay right down there on the bottom here at Martinsville. It is the old short track racing style. You don't want to leave the bottom groove.
Yeah, meanwhile, up front, it's the 070 of Dylan Canova. Canova with a quick time so far, a 20.091, and he is just about done with his qualifying run here. But so far, so good for Canova as he sits top of the qualifying board.
Yeah, here is Gage Gilliam in the FedEx 83 machine tonight. He will come across the board for his first time to lap, and it's going to be good enough for the 9th quickest. Now it's 10th quickest as Peyton Johnson actually goes and knocks him down a little bit. Another driver out there is going to be the 99. That is A.J. Henderson in the unsponsored white number 99. Let's see where he comes across the board. A little bit slower on lap number 2, but good enough for right now, the 7th position with a 20.288 second lap. Canova still holding down the top time.
Yeah, a 20.091 out of Canova. Good enough for the fast time here at Martinsville. And Roger, I think it's important that we put this out here right at the beginning of the race. This is an open set. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what that means that you have to create the suspension package to make this car get around Martinsville as fast as you can without burning up the tires, without burning up your equipment, Roger.
And a new quick time out there. Jimmy Mullis going to go to the top of the boards here tonight at Martinsville Speedway. The sim seat driver, the number 40. Last time he was on the Turn 3 Racing Network, he actually ended up winning at the North Wilkesboro Speedway. Now he has the top time here. Another one of those famous drivers, Chris, pulling out onto the speedway. Driver of the number 91, Ty Majeski. Now going to go and try and see if he can take the top time here from Jimmy Mullis.
We were looking at the stats before the race started, Roger. Ty Majeski, the owner of several track records here on iRacing, looking to do it again here at Martinsville. Ty Majeski certainly going to be one of those guys that's going to put the challenge up and say, come get me, boys.
Yeah, but it's not going to be good enough that time by as he actually stuffed the 91 into the outside wall there coming out of turn number 2. So he'll have to go back to the garage and grab another car. Colby Bryant, though, here in the number 90, he will see what kind of lap time he's going to put in here, as it doesn't look like his first time lap will count. So another one of those drivers out there on track will be the driver of the 39. He is on his first time lap, and he's got looks like about 1 minute and 5 seconds left here in his qualifying attempt to get down those 2 fast time laps.
And of course, the 39 being Max Cookson. We saw what he was able to do during practice, Roger. One of the fastest guys out on track, and man, is he putting it down here during qualifying. Going to see if we can get, and there it is, Roger, a pole with a 19.967. That's exactly what we were seeing out of him during practice.
Yeah, it's going to be a one and done for him, actually. And then Ty Majeski also gets a one and done for him. He slots himself into the second position. Mason Tate, or Tester right here, he is in the 42 machine tonight. He is your third quickest driver right now, and it looks like about 45 drivers have taken a time. Here is the driver of the 56. It's the Epic Media machine here of Brandon Wilkinson. He's got 17 seconds to get back across the start-finish line to get himself into a qualifying spot, and it's going to be good enough for the 11th position. So he right now is going to lock himself in on time here. Top 20 drivers that you see on screen With 4 seconds, they will lock themselves into the big show. So Max Cochran gonna start on the pole here tonight when we get to the main event coming up in just a little bit. But qualifying is over here tonight. That's gonna take us in to our first heat race of this evening.
Yeah, heat race number 1 coming right up, and it looks like we're going to have a list of names here, including Holder, Shorter, Henderson, and Slider, and a bunch of others. So just getting started here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Welcome on a Saturday night.
And this is how your starting lineup is going to look here in heat race number 1. Heat race number 1 starting on the front row will be the driver of the number 5, that is Brandon Holder. To his outside, it will be the driver of the 64 tonight, that is Devin Shorter. Starting on row number 2, it'll be the driver of the 99, that is going to be Henderson. That is A.J. Henderson in the 99. Dustin Slider in the 55 will slot there right into your 4th position. Row number 3, it'll be the driver of the 15 here tonight, that is going to be Peyton Johnson. Driver of the 83, they call him Gage Gadam Killiam. He will start there in the 6th spot.
And in 7th spot, Roger, you've got Peyton Sayers, Doc Stout picking up 8th position. Tyler Payne and his number 18 going to be in 9th position. Tony McGuire in 10th position, and rounding out that top 10. In 11th, we've got Timmy Longwood Jr., JB Craighead in 12th position. Aaron Cohen going to be starting 13th, and Cody Whaling look, okay, so the 111 is actually one of the race admins here tonight, Roger. So we have got 14 drivers here that are actually going to be on track for this first heat race.
Well, there you have it. The first heat race of the night going to be brought to us by BK Paints. You can find them over on Facebook. Just type in BK Paints. Tell them that you saw it right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. They will hook you up with any paint that you need for your iRacing cars out there. But Chris, it's going to be 25 laps to decide who's going to lock in. It's going to be 10 drivers out of heat race number 1 here that will transfer themselves in.
Yeah, it's going to be 10 drivers, Roger. And look, the 11th place person going to come away with a little something here. And honestly, I would take that prize. But here's the thing. And some of these guys that have already qualified aren't going to have this. These guys are going to be able to get out there, run 25 laps, see how the cars feel, Roger. And that may become a bit of an advantage later. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think the track being able to be run here into the heat races, you're going to get that track time. You're going to know what the track is going to feel like going into the nighttime. Those guys that just lock themselves in via the qualifying session, they're going to have to sit now. The track here tonight at Martinsville is real temperature via theweather.com. That's how the weather is being played tonight. So it is 7:10 here on the East Coast, as I'm from Pennsylvania, Chris up there in Vermont. So we're all on that same time schedule, as the sun's going to start to go down here on the east, and that's when the track is going to start to change. These drivers that are out there, as you see the field starting to pace around here, they're going to get 2 laps before we drop the green flag. They are going to have that advantage of knowing how the track is going to react.
And Brandon Holder, in the 5 car, your heat race pole sitter has a very distinct advantage here. In fact, this whole heat does, because one of the admins is not going to be in this heat race. Roger, only 14 drivers eligible to race in this heat race. And of course, again, top 10 drivers going to advance into the feature here tonight from Martinsville.
Yeah, so 10 drivers, 14 drivers on track, going to battle it out for only 10 spots. We will see who will be able to lock themselves in and join the rest of the group here, as the iRacing pace truck is going to come down the back straightaway. This time, it will make the left-hand turn, so the Chevy Silverado iRacing pace truck is off here tonight, and we are about to go green flag racing for the first time here. You are watching the Autos by Nelson.com heat race number 1, brought to us by BK Paints, and we are green flag racing for the first time here tonight.
Green flag has dropped here for Martinsville, heading into turn number 1. It's side-by-side action for the lead. The 64 of Devin Shorter not able to hold on, and he falls in line behind the 5 of Brandon Holder.
So right now your top 3 positions. Oh, Slider, I believe that was up the track there. Dustin up the track. into the 08 there as Sabres. They weren't able to save the cars, and now they go single file, but that's going to bunch them up a little bit back here towards about, call it the 9th position, as the 9th spot right now goes to the driver of the 15 of Peyton Johnson. There's a little bit of damage onto that 15 machine, and right in front of them, I believe, is at the 7 of McGuire having some damage, and also the 83 of Killam.
Yeah, a little bit of damage going on through several different drivers right now, Roger. The guy to watch is the 10th place position, the number 10 of JB Craighead. Craighead right now is holding down that last transfer position here in Martinsville, and I'll tell you, he has got his hands full. Right behind him, Doc Stewart in the 62, trying to make himself one of those qualifiers. The 62 has a little bit of work to do, as right now the 76, Cody Whaling, was taking a peek to the inside and does it. He makes a move to the inside.
Yeah, as he made the move down to the inside there, Doc got a little bit sideways in that 62, so he'll lose one spot. Now he'll lose another spot. Here comes the number 9 of Cohen. He is going to get by for the 12th position. So these drivers, about 5 laps in the books here, 4 laps actually. It seems like we've been racing forever already with all the action out there on track. Looks like, oh, somebody up and over on the back straightaway. Is that going to be, I think, the 08 of Peyton Savers has gone around, and I believe, Chris, he was up inside the top 5 at the time of this yellow.
Yes, he was. The 08, unfortunately, not going to get the result that he was looking for here, Roger, as unfortunately here, travesty. And the 08 machine, as Peyton Sayers kind of just loses it coming out of the corner. The 7 gets into him, Roger, and heavy damage there to the 08. Going to have to start to the tail end of the field as everybody was able to get on by.
Yeah, let's see exactly what you're talking about here, Chris, as we watch this replay. Watching the 08 of Peyton Savers there. Comes out of corner number 2, sideways, tries to correct it. Oh, nowhere to go for the driver of the 7 of McGuire, like you said, and that's going to leave Savers just sitting back there on the back straightaway, and then he noses it against the inside wall. So heavy damage for the driver of the 08, and I believe it's going to be some heavy damage then also on the 7 of McGuire's car.
Yeah, Tony McGuire has a little bit of damage out there. As you mentioned, Roger, the 7 sitting in 6th spot right now, so still not out of it, but that damage not going to do him many favors. Luckily for him, this track not really, it's not aerodynamic needed, we'll say.
Yeah, short track racing, a lot of times you can come out here, you can take the fenders off and still be capable of running with the top dogs here tonight. So we will find out, though, how much damage. The only thing that worries me about that 7 car right now of McGuire is the radiator in the front nose here of these cars. They could have damaged it. That car could wind up getting hot, as it is a short track, and the track temp is still in the upper 80 degrees here tonight in Martinsville. It is 87 right now here as we pace with just 5 laps in the books.
Yeah, 5 laps in the books, and Brandon Holder has led every single one of them here so far. The 5 machine of Brandon Holder looking extremely good here tonight. The 64, Devin Shorter, also doing a fine job holding on to that 2nd position. And man, it's going to be a battle here. Look, these guys know that there is some stuff on the line. They want to make it into the big show, Roger. And this is the first bump in the road after qualifying.
So it looks like the lights on the iRacing Pace Truck are still on. So let's also walk you through a couple other of these sponsors here tonight at the Martinsville Speedway. We got to thank Epic Media, owner Drew Kissenbach, Vinyl Wraps and Designs, along with Epic Media. We also got to thank the guys over at DWR Designs. They got your iRacing paint scheme company. They got the paints for you. We also got to thank all the guys over at 09 Motorsports. Will DeVicki, the owner of the 09 Motorsports, was supposed to be in this event here, Chris, but it doesn't look like he made it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Will DeVicki doesn't seem to be in the server tonight, and that's too bad because Will, very good driver. He would have had a shot here tonight. Roger, as we're 2x2, pace truck down on pit road.
Well, let's drop the green flag here. We're going to put 5 laps officially in the books here. As the green flag waves, and oh, that outside lane there, Devin Shorter not getting a very good start. That's going to put Slider to the outside. He's going to have to lose a spot here. Now, here comes Gage in that 83 machine. He is going to be looking to take that spot from Slider.
Yeah, Slider does a good job though, Roger. Hits it down to the inside groove. The 83 going around, trouble going around the corner.
Oh, a lot of cars involved in this. Here is the 10 of Craighead. This 7 was involved, and I think Craighead right now, motor has officially expired on that number 10 machine. Let's watch it back here real quick on our Turn 3 Racing replay with 19 laps to go. This was just on the restart, or just after the restart, actually. We'll go back and watch this one. Green flag in the air, you see. Well, let's watch what happened to that number 10.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I think the 15 may have had his gas pedal stick or something, Roger.
Oh, it looks like maybe just overjudged, or gas pedal did get stuck. The 10 is going to get involved. There you see the 7, the 52 also involved. So that's unfortunate for a lot of these guys that were just battling for those spots. I believe we have an onboard camera with the 10 here of Craighead. Let's watch it back here from the gyro camera. That's not the gyro camera that we had, but this is the rear view. You'll be able to see the 15 come in there. There you see a little tap from the 15, and unfortunately around going to go Craighead with a little help from a couple other guys. It's short track racing, Chris. When somebody slides around like that, there's just nowhere that you are going to go run away and hide.
Not on this track, Roger. You are surrounded by walls either side all the way around this track, with the exception of pit road entrance and exit. So this track not self-cleaning. We were also talking about that before the race got going here tonight. But one thing for sure, the 15 definitely got in there. Peyton Johnson now sitting in the 12th position and able to keep going. But not the same scenario for JB Craighead in his number 10, as it looks like he is still on pit road.
Well, that's going to be unfortunate for Craighead here, as he was a pretty quick car. You were talking about him coming up through the field in that number 10 Tide ride, and now he's sitting down on pit road, unfortunately, as he is the only driver out of heat race number 1 here, with just 6 laps officially completed under the green flag circumstances. So right now, Holder is out front with Shorter, Henderson, Slider, Payne, Killam, McGuire, Walling, Cohen, and Logwood would be your top 10 drivers right now that would transfer if this heat race ended right now.
Yeah, and unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, heck, we got 19 laps to go, Roger, so it's going to be exciting. We've got a long way to go here in this little first heat, and yeah, I kind of dig having that 25 laps here around this track, Roger. It's a half a mile track, 25 laps, you know, do the math, but these guys have a long way to go, and it looks like the cautions are not counting against the laps, Roger, as I'm looking at 19 laps to go still.
Yeah, you're right. Caution flag's not going to count here in the heat races tonight. They want to get all these drivers a chance to be able to lock themselves in here. As, let's see, do the iRacing Pace Truck lights go out this time? It does. Johnny Pacer tonight being the Pace Truck driver here at the Martinsville Speedway. He will turn the lights out. That means, Chris, we're going to go back green flag racing with just 18 laps to go in heat race number 1.
I'm sorry, who did you say was driving the pace truck?
Johnny Pacer.
Johnny Pacer, very good. I just wanted to make sure.
Well, my good friend Al Smith always says that Johnny Pacer is the one in the Pace vehicles here. And, well, he's going to pull it down pit road, and we're about to go back green flag racing.
Yes, we are. And the 5 of Brandon Holder has control of the field. He takes off. The loud pedals are all stomped on. Brandon Holder still your race leader.
As they go down into turn number 1, it looks like Holder is going to get a great start. He is going to clear that second place battle. That is going to be for Henderson and Shorter. They will go side by side still down the back straightaway into turn number 3. It looks like, though, Henderson's got the inside lane in his number 99. Shorter's going to drop back one spot. He knew there was a spot there. There was a little bit of a gap between himself and Slider, who was back there running in the 5th position. Everybody is pretty much single filed out at the front of the field. You've got to go all the way back here to the transfer spot. You are watching the 14 there of Logwood Jr., and I believe that is going to be Cohen right there in the 9th car.
Well, underneath the 14, we've got the 7 of McGuire trying to take spot away from the 14 of Logwood, and it is bunching up quickly as the 9 starts climbing in on the inside line. The 9 of Aaron Cohen trying to take away the spot, trying to put one more car between. Oh, they go 3 wide here at Martinsville.
3 wide contact down there into turn number 3. Johnson going to be the car that loses a bunch of spots. Here comes the 09 of Peyton Savers. That's going to put him 3 wide once again. It looks like they will settle it out, though. That 7 machine of McGuire.
Oh, trouble going into 1, Roger. The 9 goes around.
Well, we knew 3 wide wasn't going to work out for these drivers very long. That's going to bring out the 3rd caution flag here of heat race number 1, as Aaron Cohen going to go around in that camouflage number 9 tonight. He was running right at that cutoff line in the 10th position. Let's throw it back. Let's see what the Turn 3 Racing replay is going to show us here. Let's zoom the camera out there. You saw they were 3 wide entering, and it looks like he just drove it down in there, tapped the brakes just a little too hard, and around goes the number 9 all by himself, unassisted. And then the 7 of Tony McGuire tried to really get away from the 9 car. Unfortunately, found him, and around he went too. So a 2-car incident here, bring out the 3rd caution.
And that one really started back on turn number 4, Roger, as the 9 and the 7 kind of got together. One note of interest, Doc Stout in the 62 has pulled it down into pit road. Didn't have the car to do it here tonight. Doc Stout has loaded it up on the hauler.
Well, that's unfortunate to hear for Doc and that whole crew. They turned a lot of laps here over the last couple weeks, getting ready, preparing that 62 car. You know, Chris, we talked about it. It's a open setup race, so these drivers have a lot of time. And here's a little bit of a kink in the old wrench for you. Here comes the 64 out of the 3rd position. Chris, he is going to come down pit road here with 15 to go.
Yeah, I don't know why, but the 64, like you said, Roger, coming down pit road, and tires maybe, but they haven't had that many green flag laps yet. I don't know. Look, that one is completely unexpected. The 64 of Devin Shorter coming down pit road very, very unexpectedly.
Yeah, it doesn't look like any tires for the driver out of Virginia, so he will come back onto the raceway. But that will put him now running back into, it looks like, the 11th spot. So maybe some adjustment issues or adjustment changes here. Remember, we talked about it just a second ago. Open setup. Now maybe, his crew chief was telling him, you only need to be 10th or better to make it into the big dance here tonight, which is 200 laps. This is only 25 laps here in heat race number 1, so maybe just a small adjustment down there on that setup for Shorter, and then he knows he only has to go and get 1 spot to get himself in.
Look, and that goes back to what I was saying, Roger. These guys who are running these heat races, they have 25 laps to kind of get used to the car. They're able to make those small little setup changes here during the heats, whereas the guys that have already qualified are kind of going to come into the main event here tonight, the feature race, a little bit cold and not really positive as to where their car stands.
Well, we'll find that out a little bit later on, but the iRacing Pace Truck does turn the lights out. Let's get another one of our sponsor reads here for you. Apex Sim Racing Custom Racing out of New Jersey. Head on over to apexsimracing.com. Order your custom apparel right now for racing, whether it's sim racing or real world racing, as we go back racing here at Martinsville.
Yeah, just about ready to get the green flag is the 5 of Brandon Holder. Green flag is out, and we are back under that. And man, oh man, the top 4 drivers, they are battling it out. The 55 of Dustin Slider in the inside. Almost got a touch of the bumper of the 5 Brandon Holder, your heat race leader. Now Holder goes up to the inside. That gives room for the 99 to try and make a move. Didn't happen that time by the 55. Slider takes over 3rd spot.
Yeah, but now here comes the 76, a Walling. He is right there. Looking to the inside, was not able to actually make the pass, so he falls back into the single file formation with 13 laps to go. Everybody single file. One of them going to go around down the back straightaway all by himself. That's going to be the 9 of Aaron Cohen. He is going to lose the handle. He goes around. He falls back to the 11th position. Now he falls out of the transfer spot.
Out of the transfer spot is the number 9 of Aaron Cohen, and down pit road he goes as the 5. Brandon Holder, still your race leader with A.J. Henderson. Dustin Slider right behind him in 3rd.
Yeah, remember how the 64 of Devin Shorter came down pit road, started back in the 11th spot. He has now already worked himself up to that 7th spot as he got around Gage in the FedEx 83 machine. So now put Shorter back into the 7th position. Is this going to be a man on a mission here, trying to gain as many positions as he can before the clock is going to run out here? And it'll be 10 to go this time by, and he is running in that 7th spot.
12 drivers trying to vie for the top 10 positions to make it to the feature race here tonight. And the guy on the bubble, Peyton Sayers, in the 08. Nobody around him. Peyton Sayers right now safe for the moment. Cars behind him, Aaron Cohen on pit road, Tony McGuire. So it looks like the top 10, Roger, may have already been sorted out.
Yeah, that Rays Energy Drink 08 machine, pretty tangled and beaten up, but don't worry, they will be able to pull a backup car out. But look at the race for the lead, as it's 9 to go that time by. It's Holder and Henderson out front here in the 5 and the 99. They have got about a second gap over Dustin Slider, who runs back there in that 55 machine. Holder will come across the line. He'll see the 8 laps to go this time by.
Yeah, so Peyton Sayers in the 08, the last guy on the bubble, and pretty safe right now, as 11th and 12th have put it down on pit road getting repairs, but going to be too late with 8 laps to go. It is looking like Brandon Holder and the rest of the guys out on track going to transfer over, Roger, here at Martinsville. And look, you and I were supposed to meet here at Martinsville for the first time in real life anyways, and unfortunately with the coronavirus happening, it didn't happen. But this is the best way we know how to kind of make contact and stay in contact and watch some incredible racing.
Yeah, as it looks like Shorter is going to pick up another spot there. He goes around the 83, I believe that was. But yeah, we did have the old Turn 3 meet and greet that we weren't going to be scheduled for Mother's Day weekend, I believe that was, down here at the Martinsville Speedway under the lights. Unfortunately, that not going to happen this year. So we will see, you know, when the next time we can hold an event for all of our fans and all of our workers here to get together. But it'll be 5 laps to go this time by at the line for Holder. He still holds the lead over Henderson, but it is only by a half a car length lead.
And Dustin Slider sitting in the 3rd position with about 1.4 seconds is the gap between 3rd and 2nd spot. But everybody kind of minding their P's and Q's right now, Roger, as they know they have made it into the feature here tonight. Just got to wind out these 4 remaining laps. Brandon Holder leading the charge. His best lap time so far during this heat race, Roger, at 20.553.
Yeah, you can see the gap that those two have now over that 3rd place car there of Dustin. You see Dustin's also under attack now by Walling and Shorter back there for that 4th and 5th position currently. So right now, everybody is single filed out. This is a pretty big track in retrospect when you really think about short track cars. This is almost like one of those big super speedways, and then let's hook a quick left-hand 90 to rear. But we're going to get the popsicle sticks in the air. It's just going to be 2 more times around here from the Martinsville Speedway in heat race number 1.
Popsicle sticks are in the air, as you said, and Brandon Holder doing everything he can to hold on to that race lead down the backstretch, getting ready to turn into turns 3 and 4. Holder in the 5 machine has held on to this one all 23 laps here, although being scored with 20 laps led.
Yeah, that'll be the one to go that time by, brought to us by Epic Media here at Martinsville tonight. That's the one to go, as it is all Brandon Holder out front as he works down the back straightaway. It'll be into turn number 3 for the final time here for Holder. He will lock himself into the main show as he comes up turn number 4. The BK paints number 5 here. Holder wins heat race number 1. Then it's AJ Henderson, Dustin Slider. Then it's going to be Cody Walling. Then it's going to be Devin Shorter, Tyler Payne, Gage Killam. And then it's going to be Peyton Johnson, Timothy Logwood, and then the 08 of Peyton Savers.
And if that wasn't enough action for you, Roger, here we go, getting set for heat race number 2 tonight, brought to you by, and of course it's not going to work for me. Come on, wait.
Eddie's Performance going to be...
There you go.
The heat race number 2 sponsorship here tonight, or sponsor of heat race number 2, I should say. And let's get right to your State Building Company starting lineup. Starting on the front row here tonight in the 79 machine, that's going to be Ross Tatum. To his outside, it'll be the 99R. That will be Justin Rigsby. Starting row number 2 in the 57, that's going to be Chris Haymaker in the 57. The number 12, that'll go to Kent Huntley. Starting in row number 3, it'll be the 90. That'll be Colby Bryant. And the number 11 of Brandon Hughes. Row number 4, it's going to be the 30V. That's going to be Brian Vaz. And then it's going to be the 29 driver. That is the 29 of Matthew Tedler.
Yeah, starting in 9th position tonight, going to be Derek Nickel. And in 10th, to his outside, going to be Billy Dudley. Starting in 11th position, going to be Brad Neer. To his outside, the 22 of Bobby McCarty. and starting in 13th position tonight, the 115 of Jonathan Mitchum, and Michael Martino going to be starting in that 14th position to his outside. And last, bringing in shotgun on the field tonight, Roger, going to be the 70 of Aaron Smith II.
Yeah, so we'll see if Smith's going to be able to work his way from the back of this field all the way to the front. Just waiting on one of the drivers here tonight. And as we wait, let's thank another one of our sponsors here tonight, DC Towing and Recovery owner Darren Cochran, serving Southwest Virginia and the surrounding areas for all your towing needs. Dial 540-392-0243 if you need a tow or anything out there in the Virginia area. They will be able to get you on the hook and get your car repaired.
Here we go, getting lined up, waiting for that pace truck, the Chevy Silverado, to get these cars fired up and moving around this track. 2 laps of caution before we go underneath the green flag for heat number 2 for the first time here tonight. Heat number 2 getting ready to go. And Roger, you can look up in the sky and already see that it's starting to get a little darker out there.
Well, that means we're going to be racing into the nighttime here at Martinsville. Official time here on the East Coast, 7:32, and that means it's a 7:32 in the sim here on iRacing as the field starts to pull away. Let's talk about one of our other sponsors here tonight, Chris. This one has your name written all over it. It is Pure Year Race Parts and also setups. Stacy Puryear, a multi-late model stock track champion at the 2018 Valley Star 300 at Martinsville. He was the pole winner. Puryear located in South Boston, Virginia, serving that area with top performance and top race parts. Also being able to ship all over the U.S. Dial 434-272-2874. Chris, they can get you all those race parts for that Turn 3 car we were talking about putting together.
Oh, man, if only we could. I tell you what, racing still shut down here in my state of Vermont, Roger, but I hear the tell that Pennsylvania are ready to go racing, and I may have to come down to visit you.
Yeah, dirt tracks here in Pennsylvania finally looking like we're going to get to see some racing action. Pocono Raceway also going to open up, but no fans at Pocono. But the dirt tracks say, hey, you can come on and bring your fans.
Bring your fans, bring your family, as the pace truck down on pit road getting ready to go. Ross Tatum in the 79, leading them around turn number 4 and getting ready to hit the go pedal for the first time here. Heat race number 2, and it is live. Green flag is out.
Yeah, they all race down turn number 1. It's going to be Ross to the inside, tagging.
99R.
Oh boy, Justin Rigsby, the outside pole sitter here for heat race number 2. Going to get tagged right from the get-go, so that'll put us under the first caution flag here of heat race number 2. So a rough start here for these drivers. Let's throw it back. Let's watch the old Turn 3 racing replay here real quick. See a little bit of a jumbled up start. What happens to the 99R of Rigsby down into turn number 1? Oh, it looks like, is that the 6, I believe? Of Near just kind of misjudging the braking point, entering that corner, and around goes the 99R.
Roger, I thought that was the 57 of Chris Haymaker. I could be wrong. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely wrong, as my scoring and timing still having trouble catching up.
So first caution flag of the night is going to be Rigsby going around in front of the field, and now he will start from the back. And we're going to see what kind of setup that Rigsby has under this 99R, if he's going to be able to work his way back up front here tonight.
Look, I happen to know Justin Rigsby in that 99R. I know that he is very, very good here on short track racing, but already has some pretty severe damage in that 99R. Justin Rigsby has a huge amount of ground to try and catch up here in his machine here tonight. The Chevy is not looking good here so far, Roger, as he drops way back down to 14th position.
Yeah, it looks like Aaron Smith II did not take the call to the grid here tonight for heat race number 2, so it looks like it's another 14 drivers for 10 spots. Right now, Ross has that top spot in his 79 machine. He is being chased down by Kent Huntley. Then it's going to be Colby Bryant back there. And then it's going to be Brandon Hughes, and then it's going to be Brian Vaz. Then it's Matthew Tedler running there in that position. So a couple of the big names here in heat race number 2 running right up where you would kind of expect them at the front of this field. But we're still under caution flag here in heat race number 2.
Yeah, the Coca-Cola Racing family, number 79 here tonight, trying to hold on to that race lead, Roger, as we've still got 14 active drivers here during this heat race, as we really haven't completed officially an actual lap here tonight, as we fall under caution in heat race number 2 right into the first corner.
So this time by, it looks like Johnny Pace are going to turn the truck or Pace truck lights off. So that means we will go back racing here. Just one official lap in the books. Well, actually, not even. We're still counted on. This is the first lap.
Yeah, still waiting to get one in the books here tonight. And he race number 2, the 79. Ross Tatum has done his share of leading these cars around the track, but not under green flag conditions as of yet, as the Pace truck comes on down pit road. Here we go, getting ready to go back under the green flag. Hoping for a better start this time by is Russ Tatum, who has hit that loud pedal. Here we go, back under the green flag, heading into turn number 1. It's a battle for second spot.
Yeah, and it looks like that is the 90 there of Bryant. He will work down to the inside of that number 12 of Huntley. He will have that position maybe this time into turn number 3. That Caterpillar number 90 has the preferred inside lane, but that outside there by Huntley able to actually edge out the 90 at the start-finish line. So just like that, Chris, now 2 laps in the books. One of them up the track there. That is going to be the 11 of Hughes. He is sideways that time out of turn number 2. Here comes the 30 of Brian Vaz.
All kinds of action happening out there right now. Still, though, focused on the battle for second spot, as the 12 of Colby Bryant has not given up on the outside, giving plenty of battle here to Colby Bryant in the 90 to the inside, and just behind them, the 11 gets a little bit loose as we fall under caution one more time. Maybe the 57, Roger, this time, of Chris Haymaker.
Yeah, let's throw it back here on this replay. As you see, Haymaker's already down there on pit road in the Epic Media. Number 57. There you see Rigsby, the 99R of Justin Rigsby. Oh, the 57 loses it. Rigsby's right there, nowhere to go. The 115 also of Mitchum right there. And then it looks like Haymaker just going to wind up against that inside retaining wall with a blown motor here tonight. So we got 3 laps officially in the books here tonight.
My Lord, Roger, you want to talk about a tough night. Here we are, 4 laps into this heat race, and already Justin Rigsby involved in both incidents to bring out the caution here in heat race number 2.
Well, while we're under this caution flag, Chris, we got to give a big shout out to a couple guys behind the scenes here. You know, we're up here on the booth, we're talking about what we're seeing, we're talking about the event, keeping everybody entertained. But there's 2 guys behind the scenes that are making this all run like clockwork. We got to thank Kyle Barnes out there, and also David Lamb for all the work that they are putting on the admin side of things, getting everything just to run here at Martinsville tonight.
Yeah, Lamb and Barnes have the, I don't know if you want to say the luck of being the race admins here tonight, Roger, because, you know, you and I have both done this. Race admin is a thankless job. And I want to thank them for definitely putting out all the work here tonight. Lots of things happening here between qualifying, heat racing, and the main event. These guys haven't even begun to start their night.
Yeah, really. I mean, especially once we get to that main event and we're able to work that halfway break, we're going to call it, where they have to pit for tires. That is going to go all to those guys in the hands of them. So we'll see once we get to the main event tonight how that is going to work for them. I bet at that point they're going to be needing one of our turn 3 racing koozies, I believe.
So they're going to need a koozie and possibly a toupee from ripping their hair out, Roger.
Well, hey, what's wrong with being bald?
There's nothing wrong with being bald. You and I both agree on that.
Well, there we go. But something else we're going to agree on right now is we're going back green flag racing this time by. It'll be Tatum, Huntley, Bryant, and Vaz, your top 4 drivers here as Johnny Pace pulls it down on the pit road. Let's go back green flag racing here at Martinsville.
And it's the 79, leads them around turn number 4. They hit the loud pedal, and we are off racing one more time. The Monte Carlos getting it done up front. We do have a Ford out there in the field, but right now up front it is the Chevy Monte Carlo of Ross Tatum, Kent Huntley, and Colby Bryant leading the way. And those 3 positions behind them, it is 2 wide battle between the 11 and the 030 of Brian Vaz.
Yeah, that side-by-side battle is going to be Hughes there in the 11 to the inside. Vaz to the outside. Vaz actually almost into the outside wall that time out of turn number 2. Now they will go back single file a little bit deeper back into the field. The final transfer spot, you see the all-white number 77. That is going to be Billy Dudley right now. He has the final spot. Right behind him would be Neer. That is Brad Neer in the number 6 machine. He runs into the 11th spot. Right ahead of Billy, though, that is going to be the Justin Rigsby 99R as he is battling with McCarthy there for that 8th spot.
Yeah, Justin Rigsby, who's been involved in both cautions so far tonight, doing a fantastic job getting himself into a transfer spot. Sitting in 9th place right now, Roger, is that 99R.
Yeah, but that 77 there at Dudley's not going to let him just kind of run away and hide into that 9th position because he knows that he is on the hot seat right now with just 18 laps to go. Looks like McCarthy's looking to the inside here at Tedler. We're not going to be able to make the move out of turn number 4. He had to kind of check up, otherwise he was going to run right into that left rear quarter panel of the 22, or sorry, of that 29. So they go back single file, just like everybody else here tonight. It'll be 16 laps to go here for Tatum when he crosses the start-finish line this time by.
Yeah, 16 to go when we cross the start-finish line. Everybody kind of going single file, nose to tail around this track. And top 10 positions so far have not changed in a little while, but the 6 of Brad Neer may be trying to make a move on the 77 as he gets to the rear bumper and now goes underneath.
He is going to make contact with the 77. That is going to be the 77 of Dudley going around, and that's going to put us under another caution flag here in heat race number 2. So just like that, we go yellow lights on the track here as the bright lights are starting to turn on here at Martinsville. Let's take it back on our turn 3 racing replay here once again and see what happened. It looks like Dudley kind of slipped that time out of turn number 2. That allowed Neer to get there. There you saw it. Neer just going to go underneath. Short track racing action there, I believe, Chris. Someone getting under someone and someone not getting the call that he is there. And unfortunately, the 77 going to go around, and then Mitchell Martino nowhere to go in that 69. Sorry, that is not Martino. That is Mitchum actually in the 115.
Yeah, we're going to see that all night long, Roger. This is short track racing, and there's not a lot of 2x2 driving here tonight. It's going to be the front bumper versus the rear bumper this time by the 6. Unfortunately, gets into the rear bumper and makes position. Now Brad Neer is in that 10th spot and that final transfer spot into the A main feature here tonight.
Well, since we have 15 laps to go here, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back here to Martinsville.
At the Nelson family of dealerships in Martinsville, we'll get you on the road with over 1,000 cars and trucks to choose from. Whether you're shopping for new or used, we have the best selection in the region. What makes the Nelson dealerships different? We'll double your warranty on any new car or truck. That's right, double the years and double the miles of coverage. No additional cost, no strings attached. Shop us online at autosbynelson.com. And remember, everybody knows cars cost less in Martinsville.
Welcome back here to Martinsville Speedway tonight, watching the AutoBuyNelson.com 250 heat race number 2, though. Chris Legou, Roger Muth up here in the booth tonight, bringing you all the calls here from the Martinsville Speedway. So if you're just tuning in, you haven't missed the big show just yet. What you have missed is a lot of hard-nosed short track racing action.
And that's just it, Roger. This is a short track, and short track tempers are going to reign supreme here tonight as we are here under caution. With 15 laps to go, Ross Tatum still your race leader with Kent Huntley in the 12 car. Right behind him, the 90 of, oh boy, scoring a time and moving so quickly right now. Colby Bryant in the 90 car in 3rd spot. Brandon Hughes, Brian Vaz, Derek Nickel, Matthew Telder, and Bobby McCartney, Justin Rigsby, and Brad Neer are those 10 cars that are in those transfer spots. What's going to happen going forward? 15 laps to go, 14 when we go across the start-finish line.
And the green flag's back in the air. Tatum going to take that green flag. You see it flying here at the flag stand here tonight. Everybody, one of them going to go around. That's going to be the 22 of McCarthy. That will bring another caution flag out here tonight at Martinsville. So a very, 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 very rough start for a lot of these drivers. That's going to put McCarthy all the way back to the 12th position now. Let's take that Turn 3 Racing replay, though, and see what just happened to the Solid Rock driver number 22. So you see him as they go down into the corner. Oh, contact there. Who is that? That was the 29.
29, yeah.
29 of Matthew. You just talked about him, and he's going to get turned around, and now both those drivers going to have a little bit of a rough one here going forward. Not quite halfway into heat race number 2.
Yeah, Telder in the 29, unfortunately making contact and bringing out yet another caution here in this heat race, Roger. Filled, both of them filled with cautions. But one thing is definitely for sure, the Coca-Cola Racing family number 79 is up front and leading this one, trying to transfer into that A main future. Ross Tatum leading the way, the 12 of Ken Hunley, going to be starting to his outside this time by.
Yeah, the Huntley's garage 50 years. Number 12 there, Huntley. I'm thinking he is trying to save a little bit here. We haven't seen a lot of the green flag racing action to really tell what is underneath the hood, though, of that 12 machine. But I think he is saving just a little bit. He's been under battle from Bryant here for pretty much every restart, and he's been able to hold serve either third or second. This time he'll restart in that second spot. So let's keep an eye on the 12 car. But also, how about Justin Rigsby, driver of the 99R here tonight? He has worked himself back up into the 8th position. The car looks a little beaten and banged from lap 1, turn 1, but he is now into the top 10, into the transfer spot.
Well, not only lap 1, turn 1, but also involved in the second caution as well as Justin Rigsby. And still, he is in one of those transfer spots. In fact, he's running in 8th position right now as we are still running under caution. The Chevy Silverado leading all of these vehicles around this little half-mile track, Martinsville Speedway. Roger, I'm almost ready, my friend, for one of those hot dogs.
Yeah, the hot dogs were the talk of the town while we were setting this event up here. You know, everybody's saying the famous Martinsville dog is the best dog. Chris, I'm a plain Jane kind of guy. I like the give me some cheese, give me some bacon, and I'm good to go. How do you like your dog?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I need some ketchup, I need some mustard, I need a little bit of onion, and yeah, throw in some cheese and bacon too, what the heck. But I got to have my ketchup and mustard on those hot dogs.
Well, can you catch up on it?
I see what you did there, Roger. You're trying to pull me into one, but you're not gonna. The 79, Russ Tatum, still the first car here in heat number 2, trying to get around this track just as quick as he can, Roger. The one thing I'm thinking about right now is these guys, as we get ready to go back under the green, have not had a lot of green flag runs like we did in heat number 1. And are they learning more about their car or not?
I think they're trying to catch up right now to this green flag that is flying, because we are back to racing. 13 laps to go now as they race down into turn number 1. It is all Tatum still. Here is Huntley trying to hold on to that second spot, and he power moves into second.
Yeah, right now the battle is for the 4th position, and it has already been decided. The 30V of Brian Voss takes it over from Brandon Hughes in the 11 machine, and the 6 of Brad Neer just watching it all unfold ahead of him.
Yeah, here comes Rigsby looking to the inside on that 22 of McCarthy. Remember, McCarthy was just one of those drivers that just went around. So he will actually outside go around Justin Rigsby. So that'll put the 99R back to 9th. And now Mark McCarthy into the spot.
Bobby McCartney in the 22. Really aggressive driving out there. He was very, very late getting on the brakes into that corner, Roger, and that really propelled him past the 99R of Justin Rigsby. And now the 22 looking to try and do the same with Derek Nickel in the 18 just ahead of him.
Yeah, Nichols able to hold on for the time being. It looked like Bobby was going to take a really shallow entry into the corner last time, but it was 10 to go that time by at the line for your race leader. See everybody work down the back straightaway, single file. Ross Tatum has been our only race leader here tonight. He has led 11, call it 12 laps now as we get 9 laps to go that time by at the line here at Martinsville.
And the man on the bubble, the 115, Jonathan Mitchum, running in that 10th position. He's got Matthew Telder right behind him in the 29. and he is trying to do everything he can to make it into that A main feature here tonight. The 29 starting to lose a little bit of ground, though, Roger, maybe a little tight as he went up in the corner a little bit further. And then the number 115 of Jonathan Mitchum.
Yeah, and there for a second, it looked like that 22 machine there of McCarthy was going to go back down to the inside there on Nickel. Was not able to really get it in. But trying to take a shallow entry. It might be heating up those tires just a little bit because Rigsby now has kind of clawed his way back in.
Yeah, Rigsby sitting in 9th position, still has one more position that he can fall and still transfer in. But Bobby McCarty in the 22 doing a fine job there, sitting in 8th position. He was able to get around the 99R of Rigsby as we have just 6 laps to go here at heat race number 2.
Yeah, with 6 laps to go there, you see the front two, how far they have pulled away. Tatum and Huntley have about a 2-second gap over this group of drivers. It's the 90 of Colby Bryant and then the number 30V here of Brian Vaz. They are just sitting back here running 3rd and 4th. Everybody else kind of trailing that 90 car right now around this racetrack with just 5 laps to go. It'll be 4 next time by at the line.
And speaking of trailing, everybody right now is trailing the 79 of Ross Tatum, who has led every single lap here during heat race number 2. The 79 is doing a fantastic job trying to transfer himself into that A main feature here tonight. He's being followed by Kent Huntley and Colby Bryant in the number 90 machine. The 30V of Brian Vaz trying to catch him to take over the 3rd spot may not matter here as we've got just 4 laps to make it 3 laps to go.
Yeah, 3 laps that time by at the line. And where is our bubble drivers right now? It is going to be Telder in the 29 machine. He is the transfer spot. Mitchum just behind him. That would be the final 2 cars at the back of this field. Can Mitchum get back around the 29 of Matthew for that final spot? Because the popsicle sticks will go back into the air. Just 2 more laps, 1 mile of racing here at Martinsville.
Keeping an eye on the 115 of Jonathan Mitchum. If he has got it, now is the time to go. 2 laps to go, less than 1 mile at this point, Roger, as they enter turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, let's see if this time by is that 115 of Mitchum going to be able to close in on the 29 of Telder. It's the one to go here tonight, presented by Epic Media, and it doesn't look like Mitchum's going to have it. Oh, that car was super tight out of 2. That may have just thrown away the chance to qualify himself in, but it'll be Ross Tatum across the line, and it's going to be Kent Huntley in 2nd. Colby Bryant going to come home 3rd. Then it's going to be Brian Vaz. Then it's going to be Hughes near McCarthy. Then it's going to be Nichols, Rigsby, and Telder rounding out the field here. Those drivers will all transfer in. Everybody else tonight here, though, gonna go home. So, Chris, 2 heat races in the books here tonight at Martinsville. What is the thinking now?
Well, we have 40 drivers that are getting ready to go live here at Martinsville, this half-mile track. Starting to fall under the lights here, Roger, as the sky is starting to get even more dark. We're getting ready to go here, and man, I'm telling you, this is going to be a good one here, guys. 200 laps here at Martinsville for the main feature. Remember, there is a mandatory pit stop for 4 tires here at lap number 100. And Roger, I believe that we have some sponsorship issues to take care of.
Yeah, we got to thank all the sponsors here tonight. During this little warm-up break that we have, a 10-minute quick window, we got to thank all the guys over at autosbynelson.com. Shop online with them today and pick up your vehicle now. We also got to thank Max Pappas Wheels. Those guys giving out some big prizes here tonight to a lot of the drivers. The 2 drivers that just finished 11th in both their heat races, they will pick up $50 gift cards to themselves from Max Pappas and the guys over there. Also, tonight, being one of the premier sponsors tonight, the State Building Company. Over 60 years in the business, they have exactly what you need to get your building project started. Also, we got to thank the guys over at Barber Ford. Go to barberford.net. Contact one of our drivers in field here tonight, Dustin Slider. You can contact him at 616-396-2361. Tell him that you saw it right here on this race at Martinsville. We also got to thank the guys over at BK Paints. You can find them over on Facebook.com. They can get you set up with a paint of your choosing. We also got to thank Pure Year Race Parts. They got the race parts here in Virginia, and they're able to ship them wherever you need. We also got to thank the guys over at DCT Towing and Recovery, and also the guys over at Epic Media. If you haven't checked out Epic Media, head on over there and check out their website. Also, Eddie Performance and Solutions. Those guys got the race parts for you and the setups. Also, the guys over at DWR Designs. Also, Apex Sim Racing Gear. 09 Motorsports, and of course, the guys over at Martinsville Speedway. Well, Chris, let's head on down here to the track side, to the invocation here tonight.
Father, we come before you today and we thank you for the opportunity to be here, and we do pray for all those that are taking part today. Father, thank you for your love. Thank you for watching over us during this pandemic, and we pray for wisdom and strength. Lord, thank you for our nation. We do pray for our troops around the world, especially those that are in harm's way. God, we pray that you watch over them. Father, be with all of the racing community, with the drivers, with the crews, with everyone that's involved, and thank you so much for the opportunity to be here in Martinsville. God, we pray that you would be glorified. Thank you for giving us your Son, Jesus Christ, as our Savior, and we pray that you would help us to glorify you. Father, be with this event, and thank you for it. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
On behalf of everyone here at Martinsville Speedway, drivers, start your engines!
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, all the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We're getting ready for some racing here at Martinsville Speedway. Check out the view on top of our office trailer. The stands are packed. We just got done with National Anthem. The fire is about to begin. Check out the fire.
Welcome back here, race fans, to Martinsville Speedway. Our invocation tonight was brought to us by Michael Harrison of Raceway Ministries, and also our national anthem tonight brought to us by Scott Norman of Nelson Ford in Martinsville, Virginia. Chris, some great short track racing action coming our race fans' way right here in a minute.
The only thing that I can not wait for is the command to start your engines here at this half-mile track. So far tonight, we've seen plenty of action, even if just during the heat racing here. Qualifying, we advanced 20 drivers, and in the heat racing, again, we have advanced another 20 drivers between those two heat races. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready to have 4. And right now we're going to go to the command to light these cars up.
On behalf of everyone here at Martinsville Speedway, drivers, start your engines!
Well, Chris, what an amazing sound here at Martinsville. Let's take you through your qualifying grid here, brought to us by the State Building Company. Starting on the front row, two names you may know. It's going to be the driver of the 39, that's Max Cookran, to his outside, the 91 of Ty Majeski. Behind them, it's going to be Mason Tesser there in the 42, and then it's going to be our main man, Matthew, driving the 38, unsponsored 38 here tonight. He'll start on row number 2. Row 3 here tonight, it's going to be the driver of the 51, that is Ryan Matthews, and Jimmy Mullis in the number 40. Number 40 tonight, driven by Jimmy Mullis. Starting on row number 4 in the 70C, that's going to be Dylan Canova, and the number 16 of Daniel Pope II in row number 4. Row 5 here tonight, the 88, that's going to be Daniel Williamson, and it's going to be the 75 of Corey Dunn.
Row number 6 to the inside, it's going to be the 56 of Brandon Wilkinson, who is outside the 2 of Scott Lamp. Row number 7, going to be the 09 of Blake Bottoms, and to his outside, the 15N of Zach Novak. To the inside of row number 8, the 17, AJ Rogers, and to his outside, going to be Tom Abram. Oh boy, we worked on this one before.
Abramathis.
Yeah. See, I told you we worked on that one before. We're inside row number 9, the 07, Zach Lightfoot. To the outside of him, it's going to be Kyle Souza in the 007. Row 10, it'll be the 112 of Matt Kuchar, and to his outside, the 1 of Robbie Kennelly.
Starting row number 11, he won his heat race, and to his outside, he won his heat race. It'll be the 5 of Brandon Holder and the 79 of Ross Tatum. Behind them, starting in row number 12, it's going to be the 99 of AJ Henderson and the number 12 of Kent Huntley. Behind them, row 13, the driver of the Barber Ford, number 55, that is going to be Dustin Slider. The number 90 of Colby Bryant, he's going to start there on row number 13. Row 14 here tonight, it's going to be the 76 of Cody Walling. That's the 76 driver, that is Walling. The number 30V of Brian Voss will start there row 14. And starting in their 15th row here tonight, it's going to be the 64 of Devin Shorter and the number 11 of Brandon Hughes.
Rounding out the field here tonight, starting in 31st position, it's going to be Tyler Payne, and to his outside, going to be the 6 of Brad Neer. Starting in 33rd spot here tonight, it's going to be Gage Killam, and to his outside in the number 22, going to be Bobby McCarty. Starting inside row, well, actually, I'm not even going to go with the row because I'm winging it here. Roger, the 15 of Peyton Johnson, the 18 of Derek Nickel, going to be starting to his outside. And in 37th spot, we're going to have Timmy Longwood Jr. Justin Rigsby picking up a spot to the outside. Peyton Sears going to be starting in 39th position tonight, and bringing up shotgun on the field, it is going to be the 29 of Matthew Telder.
That is our 40-car starting lineup here tonight for the main event that is coming your way, race fans. If you're just tuning in, you don't want to go anywhere. The heat races may be done here tonight at Martinsville, but the main 200-lap event is coming your way. 40 drivers, 40, some of the best short track racers all over the East Coast here. A lot of them from Virginia, a lot of them from Pennsylvania, a lot of them down there from Maryland, North Carolina, West Virginia representative. That's just in the real world side of things, Chris. Then we have a lot of the ringers. They call them the ringers on iRacing. They are here, and then a couple of these drivers, maybe not iRacing pros, not real life drivers. They call them the average Joes that are going to come and try to steal the show here tonight.
And who's it going to be tonight here, Roger? You got a really wide selection to choose from. You've got your ringers, you've got your racers, you've got your average Joes. Who's it going to be tonight? Let's see your choices out there in chat.
Yeah, I mean, last time we saw the driver of the 39, Max Cookson, he had a quick car here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We also saw Jimmy Mullis a couple weeks ago. He has a quick car too, but don't, kind of slack on Zach Novak, who's going to start a little bit deeper in the field, or how about Ross Tatum, or even Brandon Holder. Both those drivers had some quick cars in our heat races, so we will see if they will be able to work through the field here. They're going to have 200 laps, Chris, as the field officially starts to pull away here. They will get 2 laps, get some heat in the motors, heat in the tires, and then we will go green flag racing.
Cars are starting to move now for the main event of the night. 200 laps here at Martinsville Speedway. Remember, too, that there is going to be a mandatory pit stop for 4 tires here on lap 100. And right now, Max Cookson leading the way. Ty Majeski going to be starting to his outside. Mason Tessier and Matthew Bourgoin going to be starting to the outside in row number 2. Roger, this is going to be good.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see 40 cars out here tonight on the starting grid. Looks like maybe a couple of them. It looks like Ryan Matthews, Dylan Canova, and Robbie Kenley will not take the green flag here tonight, so we're going to be down a couple cars from the start. Their cars not taking to the grid, but Chris, we've been waiting for a month to bring this live race here for Martinsville. It's the AutosByNelson.com 250, and we are about to go green flag for the first time out of turn number 4. Here we come. Green flag is in the air. It's going to be Cookson and Majeski down into turn number 1.
Ty Majeski on the outside with a great start to this race. May have the race lead tied up here, but the 39 working his way back. Max Cookson not able to give it up quite that easy. Going into turns 3 and 4 for the first time here in the feature race. The 39 battling back. Who will lead the first one? It's going to be Ty Majeski in first spot.
Majeski going to lead lap number 1, but Cookson is not going away. They have single filed out the rest of the top 10, but they are still trying to figure out who will lead lap number 2. Because it's Majeski back to the outside with that 91, and that's the BK Paint. Number 39 of Cookson not going to be able to do it. It's going to be Majeski once again able to lead lap number 2. So 2 laps in the books, been led by the man that was on the outside pole. Now he slips down there in turns 1 and 2. Here comes Cookson. He will now take the lead as they head back down into turn 3.
Cookson holding on to that inside line, finally getting where he wanted to be. Back up front is the 39 of Max Cookson, leading the first time here tonight at Martinsville.
Everybody else single files out. You got to go all the way back here to it looks like the 18th position to find anybody that's side by side, and that's going to be the 7S. That is Kyle Souza, as Ross Tatum goes right around him. Tatum, remember, won heat race number 1, I believe that was. Just, it seems like forever ago since we went heat race racing. He now moves himself into that 17th position. Everybody else, look back here right around that 20th position, Chris. They are throwing some haymakers.
Yeah, the short track battling is definitely on here tonight between these 40 drivers, make it 37, as we had 3 that did not start. Right now I'm looking at the 27th position driver, the 11 of Brandon Hughes, stuck to the outside of the 018 of Taylor Payne. Tyler going to try and get around him. The 11 stuck on the outside. Is it going to be the same thing we saw for the battle for the lead? Will the inside prevail? The 018 definitely sticking his nose in there. The 11 still defending on the outside.
Yes, the 11 has a little bit of a connection issue there real quick, but he is going to take that position, and then behind them, they're going to go side by side. Here comes the 22. That's going to be Bobby McCarthy. Remember, he transferred in from heat race number 2. There's a little contact there, a little bit of a shove to Gage, and Gage is going to go up the track. He will not be able to save it. The 83 is going to bring out the first caution flag here of the night on lap number 8. So the first caution flag waving in our main event. So that'll put 1 notch on the old tally board, Chris. And that just looked like a little bit of short track action, somebody getting moved up the track. But let's find out what this turn 3 racing replay is going to be able to tell us as this happens down into turn number 3 here. As you can see on the replay, a little bit of a hip check maybe there to the 83, and around he is going to go.
Yeah, the 83 decides to... he was on the outside, Roger. I don't know if there was actually contact there, but the FedEx number 83 definitely not pointing in the right direction. He was able to get it going back in the right direction. No real damage there for the 83. Going to be able to continue on.
So right now your top 4 drivers looking like Cookson, Majeski, Tesser, and then Williams right now will round out those top 4 positions. And it looks like Gage is going to have to tag the rear of the field with that FedEx machine. And Chris, you said it, no damage on that 83.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do it, Roger, make sure you don't get damaged. And how hard is that here at this track? It is relatively narrow. There are 3 lines for racing, but let's face it, you're only going to use 1.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure nobody's going to go up and dust off the old top lane?
This early in the race, Roger, I'm going to stick with the 1 lane Now, later on in the race, yes, you will have some 2x2 racing. That inside lane always going to be a little bit preferable, I believe. But right now, that inside lane is going to be rocking everybody's world. We saw that up front here between Max Cookson and Ty Majeski. Cookson held on to that inside lane, able to get the lead back after Ty Majeski leads the first 2 laps here tonight.
So Majeski leads 2 laps and then falls back to second. You know what? Maybe just try to go up, get those laps led for himself here in the early going, even though there's no points on the line. It's kind of a winner takes all. The top 25 positions, I believe, do get paid out here tonight, though. So he just has to now keep himself a little bit cool and calm and get to that halfway point before he can come down, get 4 tires on the cars, and then go back at it. But now we're about to go back at it with, officially, it's going to be 12 laps in the books when we come back to racing to the green flag.
Very quickly, Roger, I want to be the race winner here. $140 plus a clock, and we know the importance of the grandfather clock here at Martinsville.
Yeah, that's one of the features that everybody loves to come to Martinsville for, and it is the old grandfather clock. It's not going to be a huge, 10-foot grandfather clock, but it is going to be a grandfather clock here at Martinsville, and also a wheel for Max Pappas. But right now, let's find out how far we can go on this one. Green flag back in the air, and Cookson going to get a better start this time. He will go into turn number 1. He will have the race lead.
Still 2x2 for second and third, and fourth and fifth on back. 2x2 racing going on right now. Mason Tessier battling for the third spot. He's got the 88 of Daniel Wilkinson right on his outside. Wilkinson with a slight lead, and then the 42 of Tessier takes advantage of that inside lane, holds on to position as they cross the start-finish line. The 88 now goes sideways, tries to hold on. He does.
Sideways coming out of 2, and now we're going to go 3 wide. The 56 of Wilkinson actually going to back out of that Epic Media machine. He thought about going to the inside of Jimmy Mullis there. He hit the brakes. He put himself back up into line, so he will fall back to the 7th position, as now Williamson is now stuck onto the outside. He lost the spot there. He finds himself running 6th now, but everybody on that inside lane looking to try and freight train the 88. He now actually will find a home there in front of the Epic Media 56.
Yeah, finally able to get down to that inside lane to stop the bleeding is the 88 of Daniel Wilkinson. Behind him, it's Brandon Wilkinson, and man, he missed an opportunity for position. Behind them, it's 2x2 racing with the 09 of Blake Bottoms now finally getting the advantage on the 16. Daniel Pope, the second, the 75 now comes down underneath. Corey Dunn trying to take the spot away from the 16 machine, and Dunn on the inside may have done it around that corner. Dunn in the 75 takes away the spot.
Yeah, a little contact there between the 15N of Zach Novak and the 16 of Daniel Pope. Pope out of the 09 Motorsports group. He is to the outside. Here comes Novak now back down to the bottom. He was able to get down there in front of the 17 of AJ Rogers. So now the battle here for the 11th spot. Here comes the 15N down to the bottom. He's actually right onto the back trunk there of the 2. That is Scott Lamp. He is, look at the blocking going on down the back straightaway.
Lots of blocking, lots of action here as we get ready to finish out lap number 18. AJ Rogers sitting in the 13th position. Roger, watch out for that 17 machine. He is a bit of a shark here on those short track adventures that he is so known for. AJ Rogers sitting right now in the 13th position. Back up front real quick, the 39 of Max Cookson, and Ty Majeski in his number 91, starting a pull away from Mason Tessier.
Yeah, they still run side or single file at the front of the field. Look at the driver back here low in the 14th spot. He's out of Nazareth, Pennsylvania. That's going to be the number 112. So that's the 112 on Max Coker. He is a short track. Oh, something wrong for AJ Rogers. The car goes straight into the wall, coming down into turn number 3. Now they're 3 wide. Here comes Holder and Souza in the 7S. They're going to go 3 wide into turn number 1. Wow, what a move there. AJ Rogers is going to go to the outside. He let Souza and that number 5 there of Holder go right around the inside. But the question being, what happened to AJ Rogers? That car went straight up into the outside wall.
Unbelievable. Not able to really know what's going on with the 17, but we do know right now the 79 of Russ Tatum, the winner of the second heat tonight, on the inside of the 17 machine, trying to take away position, and that is for 17th spot. Russ Tatum not able to quite get there yet. Tatum trying to do everything he can to take away one more position from AJ Rogers, who had an unfortunate incident right front is caved in.
Yeah, that's caved in, and Kyle Souza makes the move there on the number 5 on Brandon Holder. So they are still side by side, though, back here with Hunt and Tatum. Remember, they ran nose to tail in their heat race, and now they're running nose to tail here. A.J. Henderson right behind them with his white 99 machine. A little damage on the rear deck lid of that car, but it will not hurt them here tonight. Everybody, though, has single filed out in front of them. Oh, contact there between the 79 of Tatum and then the 99 of Henderson into the outside wall there, but they were able to keep going. Now Henderson going to go sideways. He's going to be able to hang on to it down there at 4.
Unbelievable action happening right now, and we are watching it live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. The 76 takes the inside lane, and he has positioned Cody Whaling over the 99 right now of A.J. Henderson.
Here comes that 55. It's the Barber BK Paints machine. That's the 55 of Slider. Can he get down to the inside on A.J. Henderson? Because Henderson actually going to storm back on the outside there, trying to now work himself back around the outside groove. We have not seen the outside work all night long, and actually it looks like he's going to stay up there and try once again down into turn number 3.
Still a side-by-side action, and now the 99 of Henderson drops down into lane. Oh, gets down into the 76. We got trouble going into the corner.
Yeah, there's
the
still. Oh, no.
Now goes around. A.J. Henderson going around.
So that, I think, Chris, you can call that one. That's the old short track. I'm a little heated with you. You're a little heated with me on that one.
Look, we know the bumpers are going to come and play here. It's Martinsville. The bumpers work, and sometimes they work too well here, Roger, as we see the two vehicles getting together. Again, the 99 and the 76 getting together, the 99 with the short end of the straw as he hits the outside retaining wall. A little bit of damage now to the left rear.
Yeah, so that called out a 2-car incident with Henderson being the one that gets the brunt of this caution flag, and he has a ton of damage on the 99. Now, Chris, he does have the option here under our second caution flag to come down and put fuel and get damaged, but that car cannot jack up on the right side or the left side here, as we are still 72 laps away from these guys being able to take tires.
Yeah, we've talked about this ad nauseum almost, Roger. The only time these guys can take tires is lap 100. There will be a caution out on track for 4 tires, but right now the 99 has some damage. I don't know if it's bad enough, Roger, to come on down.
Yeah, well, that's going to be the determining factor, though, of whatever the crew chief on the 99 has to say, or the spotter, or whoever he has out there. A lot of these guys do bring their own spotters to these races here tonight, but it looks like the 99 of A.J. Henderson will stay out here under this caution flag. So he will line up tail of the field, and that's going to be 37th starting spot.
And back up front, we want to talk about the first 2 drivers, Roger. They're the ones that really didn't want to see that caution. They had over 1 second of a lead between first and second and third and fourth. There was a big gap there, and now Max Cookson and Ty Majeski are going to have to start it all over again.
Yeah, the iRacing Pace Truck lights go out this time by, so race fans, get ready. We just saw the longest green flag run here of the night at Martinsville, and that was with 37 cars on the field. So let's see what this one's going to be. Johnny Pacer pulls the iRacing Silverado Pace Truck down on the pit road. So we will now go back to the green flag here, and let's see, as everybody's getting ready, the green flag officially flies, and it's going to be Cookson getting a great jump. He is going to clear Majeski by the time they get to turn 1. Majeski not going to dive back down to the inside. He actually throttled up going through the center of the corner for a second, pulled up to the quarter panel, but not going to be good enough.
Max Cookson, Ty Majeski trying to run on a different level here tonight, Roger, and you saw it right there. Majeski was able to hold on to the outside lane for just long enough. Cookson takes advantage on the inside. First and second, nose to tail. We've got a battle for third.
Yeah, the third position is heating up for the battle here now. Mason down to, I believe, he is that 42 machine, actually. So he is on the inside, and Matthew battling to the outside. This is the first time we've seen somebody being able to hold on to that outside lane all night long here, and he is doing a darn good job of it. And, oh, a little bit of a blink there by Mason, and then he's actually going to come back. He's going to go sideways off the corner. And he's going to lose a spot. Matthew going to take over that spot.
Tess here with some blinking issues, and never mind that because Matthew Boydwine was able to get around him, and we've got another battle coming up because Daniel Wilkinson on the outside, Roger, is trying to make hay.
Yeah, Williamson has, though, the tough competitor, the iRacing Coca-Cola Pro Series driver of Jimmy Mullis in his sim seat down there to the inside, and the inside lane, other than what we just saw, the inside has been the way to go here tonight, and I don't think it's going to really change much because now it looks like Jimmy Mullis is going to slide ahead just a little bit, but Williamson's not going to roll over and say die because, well, let's face it, look at everybody lined up behind the 40 of Mullis, so the 88's not going to have much room. He might have a chance to get down in front of the Epic Media of Wilkinson, but he is not going to take the chance. He's not going to do it. He's going to stay to the outside. Caution flag going to come out on the speedway.
Caution on the track. And now to determine who it was, maybe the 11, Roger, of Brandon Hughes.
Well, it looks like Slider is kind of backwards in his machine, and it might be a night ender. It looks like the right rear, left rear are down on that car. But let's throw it back. Let's watch what happens here. Watching the 55 here of Dustin Slider. Let's see. Oh, he slips off turn number 4, and then the 22 right into the side of that car. Oh, the 11 nowhere to go. You called it, Hughes, right into the rear quarter panel of that Barber Ford. BK paints number 55. And oh, that's a ton of damage there. I think we might have an onboard camera with the 11. You see it already happening. We're going to have to go a little bit farther back here, producer, if we can, to get that actual shot. So let's see it now. We're back far enough. Let's go cockpit view here. This is our Epic Media onboard camera here with Brandon Hughes.
Yeah, right now we are under caution number 3 here tonight. We've had 10 caution laps, only 1 lead change, and of course that was between Majeski and Cookson right off the bat. And here we are sitting under caution, lap number 39 of 200, working lap 39, almost lap 40, Roger. And man, this race not disappointing in the least.
Yeah, we told you, race fans, it was going to be short track racing action here under the lights at Martinsville, and that is exactly what it is. 2 drivers down on pit road right now. It looks like Dustin Slider and Gage Gilliam and the number 11 of Brandon Hughes all down on pit road, possibly checking a little bit of damage on their vehicles, so they will actually fall a lap down to our race leader of Max Cookson. That's exactly what Cookson would like to see, is a lot of those drivers down there on pit road trying to get damage taken. That's just going to put less cars that he's going to have to help. Or get around, sorry.
Yeah, get around. There's no helping here, Roger. It's short track racing, half-a-mile track, Martinsville Speedway. There's no help at all. Right now, though, I'm looking at track temperature, Roger. It hasn't really shifted all that much. It's 87 degrees, that track temperature. These guys would love to have it cool down just a little bit more and tighten that track up just a little bit more. As the 11 just able to get out of pit road ahead of your race leader, Max Cookson.
So closing in. I say closing in as we still have 160 laps to go here tonight, but it's just 60 laps till the halfway break here at Martinsville Speedway. Tonight's race brought to us by AutosByNelson.com here in the 250 lap event we're calling, and we're back green flag racing with Max Cookson back to the lead here, and he will clear Majeski once again by the time they get into turn number 1.
Yeah, turn 1 has been working very well for Max Cookson. In fact, this whole race is going his way as he's been able to lead 39 laps here so far. We're going to make it 40 as they are getting ready to come across the start-finish line one more time. Max Cookson has held on to that lead very convincingly here tonight over Ty Majeski.
Yeah, but look, as we look off the back here at Ty Majeski, just look at the Hornet's Nest back there. Everybody is side by side and jockeying for these positions, but it is still Cookson and Majeski. And now, here comes the 38. Matthew looking to the inside. He's made this pass once before, but it was on the outside. Now he has the inside advantage over Mason in the 42, and Jimmy Mullis is trying to come along with him.
Yeah, Mullis is right there going, come on, let's go, as the 38 finally does clear the 42. Mullis now has to get there. He is side by side coming out of the corner. The 40 of Jimmy Mullis takes over, fourth spot at the start-finish line.
Yeah, but look who's right behind him. That is Brandon Wilkinson in the 56 Epic Media Chevrolet here tonight. He has been slowly but surely moving his way to the front. Now here comes Jimmy Mullis also looking to the inside in that sim seat number 40 machine. He's going to get a good run. It looks like the 38 was up the track just a little bit, and that's all Jimmy Mullis needed. Now, Pencil Mullison at the wide. He was in the third, but he's not clear just yet.
No, we have 2x2 racing here, going 2 rows deep. Mullis is leading the way amongst these drivers. It's third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. 2x2 here at Martinsville.
Yeah, they're coming across the line this time. It'll be 46 laps officially in the books. And now Jimmy Mullis once again going to try and creep up just a little bit. As they exit turn 2, he will take that position. Now here comes Wilkinson. He is going to look to the inside. Caution flag. The 75 is turned around. Tatum going to go sideways, and he is pointed in the wrong direction.
Yeah, unfortunate for Tatum, pointing in the wrong direction here at Martinsville. Lap number 48 has been completed. We are working, we're working lap number 48 right now as we are under caution. Roger, let's cue it up and take a peek.
Yeah, this is back on the Turn 3 Racing replay. Oh, it looks like the 90 had a shallow entry into the corner, hits the 79, and 79 going to lock it up there in the corner and call that one the 2-car incident. It was a shallow entry there by the number 90, which kind of turned Tatum around there. That was Colby Bryant actually making the contact with Tatum.
An unfortunate collision there between those two drivers, bringing out the caution once again here from Martinsville, and that is going to be caution number 4 here. Only for 14 laps, one different lead change. Again, way back on lap number 3 as Majeski led the first 2 laps here, starting from second position. So that's a heck of a job for him, but still Max Cookson has the most laps led here tonight, Roger, at 46.
Yeah, and as he leads the field under this caution flag, we'll take a quick 30-second break, and we'll be right back here to the Martinsville Speedway.
At the Nelson family of dealerships in Martinsville, we'll get you on the road with over 1,000 cars and trucks to choose from. Whether you're shopping for new or used, we have the best selection in the region. What makes the Nelson dealerships different? We'll double your warranty on any new car or truck. That's right, double the years and double the miles of coverage. No additional cost, no strings attached. Shop us online at autosbynelson.com. And remember, everybody knows cars cost less in Martinsville.
Welcome back here, race fans, to the Martinsville Speedway. It's the autosbynelson.com 250 here tonight. And, well, Chris, we talked about it right before we hit the commercial break for a moment. Cookson and Majeski, the only 2 leaders, but now they have a new player that's going to start there in third.
Yeah, Jimmy Mullis has made his way up through the field, Roger, and the 40 car is sitting there in third spot. He's going to have Matthew Burgoyne sitting to his outside, and the 38 is going to have his hands full. Good enough that he's going to be right behind Majeski, but starting on the outside, I don't think that's what I would want to do here at Martinsville. I would like to be one of those odd number cars sitting on the inside.
So the iRacing pace truck lights will go out. That means, race fans, once again, we're going to clear the 4th caution flag here of the evening. We will go back racing with about 148 laps left in the event here at Martinsville. We got to thank all of you for tuning in here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network, and we hope you are safe all around the world with everything that's happening from the pandemic and the riots here in the United States. We hope all are safe and all are well. But what do you say, Chris? Let's go green flag racing.
Green flag back out in the air, and again, Max Cookson with a great restart this time, though. Majeski holding on to that outside lane, the 91 trying to get there, holds on to that outside lane, rubs on the wall just a little bit. Sparks will fly here at Martinsville.
Yeah, the 91 sideways that time entering turn 3. Majeski was all sorts of crossed up. A caution flag going to come out again as, oh, Chris, don't look now. It's a parking lot, turn 3.
Oh, it's a parking lot in turn 3 here at Martinsville, and oh my goodness, it's going to take a minute to sort this one all out. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for turning into the Turn 3 Racing Network as we go back live on the Turn 3 Racing Network replay.
Well, let's watch it. Where does this actually all start here tonight? It's actually going to start a little bit farther up in the field, I believe. As there you already see the 07s around, the 79s around. The 29 is stopped on track. So we talked about Martinsville and clogging the track. We'll throw it back here again and watch it. But it's just, it was a gaggle down there in the corner.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out.
I think it starts here with the 07, actually, I believe.
Zach Lightfoot in the 07. He is to the outside. Oh, no. The 12 gets pushed up into the outside lane, and that is where the parking lot starts. And, man, Zach Lightfoot actually got very lucky in his 07, Roger. He's going to be able to, oh, never mind, because somebody lit the charcoal coal underneath the hood of that 07 machine. Oh, no, excuse me. That's the 08.
Yeah, that's the Rays energy drink of
Yeah,
Savers that's out there smoking around the track. But it looks like the 90 was involved. Ross Tatum was involved. Tedler was involved. Henderson, Nichols, Killiam, Longwood, Savers. Shorter was involved in that. So a ton of drivers caught up in this yellow flag here. And that is not good for a lot of them. It looks like Tatum is officially done. He has pulled the 79 off the track here, so his night's going to come to a disappointing finish. He was heat race number 2 winner, Chris, so he had a quick car, wasn't able to qualify in the top 20 to lock himself in, had to come through a heat race to get in, and was trying to work his way up through.
Yeah, unfortunately not able to do it. The Coca-Cola family vehicle just expired at this point, and I'll tell you what, here we are, Roger. We got quick math here. 43 laps to go before lap 100, and the first time these guys need to come down. And I do stress the word need here, Roger. They have to come down for those 4 tires.
Yeah, not quite yet, though. Let's not jump the gun. I know I talked about it quite a bit, Chris, but we're not there yet. These drivers still have a lot of life left on the tires that they have. And I believe Johnny Pacer turns those pace lights off on that beautiful Chevy Silverado.
Yeah, Johnny Pace. Oh, man. I'm going to have to kick Al right in the rear for that one.
Did you know, though, the official iRacing Pace truck was brought over by the guys over at Autos by Nelson?
I did hear that. AutosByNelson.com. And they are sponsoring this 250-mile, when you include it all, event here tonight. Max Cookson, your race leader, and we're getting ready to go back into the green. Green flag is at Max Cookson, and Ty Majeski battling it out once again for the lead. This time by, though, Roger. Majeski looking to try and take it on the outside.
Yeah, it looks like Cookson may have spun the tires just a little bit as they race down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, Majeski had the nose of that 91 out in front by the time they got to turn 3, but out of turn number 4, it'll be Cookson storming back to the inside. Here's Jimmy Moss, one of them around at the start-finish line, 2, 3 of them around. It's going to be a bunch of drivers down here. Oh boy, Chris, parking lot turn number 1.
Turn number 1 providing another parking lot situation here as they are still getting it on. The 099 of Justin Rigsby was one of the cars involved late in that one. And man, oh man, Roger, we got a bunch of beat up cars. Look at the 5 of Brandon Holder. My goodness.
Yeah, it all started the 5 and the 2 made the contact, and Holder went back up on the track because that's where the momentum was going to take him. The track clogged up. A lot of drivers you see coming in there. The 12 is involved of Huntley. It looks like the 17 of Rogers was also involved in this one. Rigsby, Holder, you see a couple of them pulling away here. We'll watch it back once again. We're watching the 5 there of Brandon Holder and the BK Paints number 5. There you saw a little bump there. Oh, it started with the 09 getting down onto the curbing. And then it was on.
The 2 actually was the one that kind of pushed him down onto that curbing. And the 099 of Rigsby, lucky not to go upside down in his Chevy. As, man, what a mess there on this track.
So about 7 cars wrapped up in that caution flag. That'll bring us to 5 caution flags here of the evening inside our first 60 laps of the main event here tonight. Brought to us by Auto by Nelson. Chris, Only 12 degrees of banking here, so we always talk about races where the track kind of cleans itself. If there's a caution like that down into the corner, the cars were all, or coming down into the corner, the cars will all kind of just go down to the inside. Not going to happen with only 12 degrees of banking here at Martinsville.
Yeah, unfortunately, this track not known for being self-cleaning. In other words, Roger, if you spin here, chances are pretty good you're not going to be out of the way of anybody behind you. You're going to spin right in the middle of the track. And unfortunately, we just saw it here as we are back under the caution flag once again, as this track is eating a bunch of these drivers up and spitting them out.
So a couple guys here now will go laps down, and a couple guys like AJ Henderson have pulled their cars down onto pit road. They will call it a night. Looks like Savers is down on pit road for a little bit. Lamp is down there also. Huntley back out on track in his 12, but I believe, Chris, that one's still crab walking, and his night looks to be probably over.
And you can't go around this track with an ill-handling race car, and that's just not going to work, Roger. You have to have handling above aerodynamics here at Martinsville, and if you're crab walking, it's not good.
Yeah, so he'll hit the pit road. It looks like the 55 of Dustin Slider is still down there. Brandon Hughes is actually back out on the track with his 11. He is 11 laps down, currently running back there in the 36th position. But the iRacing pace truck lights are off, Chris. What does that mean?
It means we're getting ready to go back under the green flag. And I do want to just throw it out there, Roger. Barbara Ford of Holland, Michigan. Make sure, if you're looking for a Ford vehicle, get a hold of Dustin Slider, 616-396-2361.
But the iRacing pace truck does take the left-hand turn, so it's going to be Cookson, Majeski once again for the 6th time here tonight, going side by side, and this time Cookson going to take a little bit of an earlier start. Majeski was not ready for it. They will go back down into turn number 1. It is going to be Cookson taking the race lead out of turn number 2.
Majeski now trying to get down in line. He finally does, behind Max Cookson. Cookson leading the way, and the top 4 drivers have settled it in, nose to tail, around this little half-mile track, make it top 5, as the 88 of Daniel Wilkinson also puts it nose to tail. It's side-by-side action on back the 05, the 15 of Zach Novak. To the inside, the 38 stuck to the outside. That's Matthew Boyquain, and we've talked about him a couple times. Roger now stuck to the outside, and finally getting, he's just to the outside. Here comes the 16 of Daniel Pope. Pope looking to poke his nose in, and Pope through the corner now has him side by side.
Yeah, the 09 Motorsports driver of Pope now trying to work to the inside here of that number 38. That'll be the battle for the 7th and 8th position out here on lap number 69. And it doesn't look like Pope has quite the turn in the center of the corner on that inside lane as he's being pinched down there. As this time it looks like the 38 going to swing a little bit high. Matthew going to leave a little room. Oh, the 16 going to go a little sideways that time out of turn number 4. So the 39 fights back to the outside as this is the battle inside the top 10 and a side by side.
The 16 gets loose. Oh boy, the 75 comes on in. That's Corey Dunn. The 75 of Corey Dunn gets down to the inside of the 16. He's going to follow the 38 of Boyquain. And oh my Lord, Pope is trying to hold on to that number 16.
Yeah, he was going to lose 2 positions in that battle, though, but now he's going to look back underneath that 75 of Dunn down the back straightaway. We come back into turn number 3. The 16 of Pope just does not want to go away. He wants that 8th position back. Has it coming out of the corner. Will he be able to clear? He does. Pope going to clear for the 8th spot. Then it's Corey Dunn. Then it's Souza. Then it's Tesser back there. They all now single file out as we continue to run green flag racing back to the 17th spot and on, though they are stacked up side by side. It's Near and Payne.
Well, we were talking about Near and Payne. I'm going to go back to the 42 running in 11th position, Mason Tessier. Tessier is just outside of that top 10. He was watching all of that action unfold in front of him. The 007 of Kyle Souza just in front of him, the 42 looking to try and catch the rear bumper.
Yeah, so he's going to close up on the Kyle Souza, KyleSouza.com entry here tonight. Souza running really good in that 7S up into the 10th position as we look off the Mason, number 42 car, pointed towards the 10th spot.
Good battles going on all around the track here. This half-mile track bringing all the action that we could possibly want tonight. So far, 6 cautions.
Battle for the race lead here, though. Ty Majeski looking underneath of Max Cookson here down the back straightaway. He wasn't able to lead lap time by at the line. We'll see this time down into turn number 3, and it's going to be Ty Majeski peeking ahead. Oh, contact there down the straightaway. Dead heat at the line. Who was it? It's going to be Cookson leading another one. That'll be a 72nd lap led here tonight. Max going to try and roll that outside. He's just not... I didn't see what happened, Chris, to put the 91 down to the inside. Cookson, for a while, kept using that inside lane, and it looked like it was rolling really good for him. Now he's able to roll that top side.
Well, I went back and looked, Roger, and he got a little bit loose, just like he just did. The 39, not able to hold that line. The 91, Ty Majeski to the inside. Still a battle for the race lead between Cookson to the outside and Ty Majeski on the inside. Majeski at the line. This time rolls through as your race leader. He's now led 4 laps. Oh no, Majeski goes around.
Sideways for Majeski. He's going to lose the race lead. He tapped Jimmy Mullis on the way by. There was contact between Cookson and Majeski, and that's going to put Majeski back here now into the 5th position. There is damage done on the posse machine for Majeski. Now is going to fall back to the 6th spot at the line. Cookson, though, is your race leader. There's a slow vehicle to the outside. We'll see if he's able to get that car down. It looks like that is Timothy Logwood. He was a little bit slow, as now the caution flag going to come out here as Peyton Johnson actually stuck to the outside. Maybe the motor expiring on the 15, so that puts us under another caution flag. Chris, they were duking it out, knowing that 20 laps from now, we were going to be able to come down pit road.
I'll tell you what, Roger, that was a battle for the ages right there for the race lead between Cookson and Majeski. And then further back, it looks like the 15, I don't know if it just expired the engine or what, but the 15 going very, very slow around this track. And Peyton Johnson now has loaded it up on the hauler. He's going to call it a night.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Peyton. He was running into, at the time, the 25th position, so it looks like he'll fall down through the field here. Chris, we have a lot of drivers out of this event already. Now Peyton just going to be added to it. Gage Killiam out of it. Peyton Savers out of the event. Derek Nickel out of the event. AJ Henderson, Ross Tatum. It looks like Ryan Matthews not taking to the grid. Dylan Canova also missing the call to the grid. And Robbie Kinley also one of those drivers not taking to the grid here tonight. So a bunch of drivers having very rough starts. A handful of drivers also laps down, like Holder and Tedler, Logwood, Hughes a couple laps down, Hunley and Lamp, and also Slider now coming back out onto the raceway.
And all of that said, Roger, there's still 24 drivers on the lead lap, the last of which is the number 17 of AJ Rogers. We saw him involved in an earlier incident and heavy damage on the 17, but the focus right now on your race leader, Max Cookson, in the 39 machine. He has had a heck of an event here tonight. He's led 77 laps, only giving it up a couple of times to Majeski.
Yeah, we'll find out, though, how good is Ty Majeski going to be coming back through the field. He's going to restart in the 5th spot, so he'll be the 3rd car to the inside lane when we go back green flag racing. It looks like Holder is going to get a lap back, so he'll put the 5 back onto the lead lap here tonight. We'll see now where Holder will slot in speed-wise, because, Chris, I don't know if you can see what I'm seeing, but that 5 car pretty much used up here tonight.
Yeah, the 5 is looking very, very beat up at this point, and I don't know if there's a straight piece on there besides the doors, and even the left front door's got tire rub on it. All 4 tires jutting out, Roger. It's not going to be a good night here for Brandon Holder, except for the fact that, look, we talked about it, aerodynamics not important, handling is what gets it done here at Martinsville.
Yeah, but you got to keep the motor underneath the cars. That's what brought this caution out, with Peyton Johnson losing a motor in the 15. And it looks like the 29 of Tedler going to try and beat the pace truck off of pit road. I'm not sure if he beat it, but let's see, because we are going to go back green flag race. Going to be Cookson, Mullis, Wilkinson, Williamson, Majeski, your top 5 drivers here as the iRacing pace truck peels in.
Yeah, the 29 able to do just that, gets to the tail end of the field as we go back under the green flag. And the 39 of Max Cookson with a heck of a restart here. Now it's 2x2 for second spot between Jimmy Mullis and Brandon Wilkinson.
Caution flag gonna fly right away. It looks like the 90 may have looped it. The Caterpillar number 90 by Colby Bryant. He will spin it around. Caution flag number 7 gonna come out here. We'll throw it back real quick and see on the Turn 3 Racing replay what happened to the driver of the number 90. He restarted right around the 10th position. Let's watch it as they go down here into the turn 1. Justin Grigsby is the 99. Oh, contact from Grigsby to the number 90, and around goes the number 90 of Brian. As correction, producer yelling at me. Actually, it's caution number 8.
And caution number 8 so far under caution. We've had 33 laps here of the 86 laps run under the event. And up front, of course, Max Cookson, Brandon Wilkinson, and Jimmy Mullis, your top 3.
So as these guys catch the pace car, we're going to take a quick break here. Sponsor obligation. We'll be right back here to the Martinsville Speedway.
At the Nelson family of dealerships in Martinsville, we'll get you on the road with over 1,000 cars and trucks to choose from. Whether you're shopping for new or used, we have the best selection in the region. What makes the Nelson dealerships different? We'll double your warranty on any new car or truck. That's right, double the years and double the miles of coverage. No additional cost, no strings attached. Shop us online at autosbynelson.com. And remember, everybody knows cars cost less in Martinsville.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Welcome back here to the Martinsville Speedway, working our 8th caution flag here of the night, working on halfway. Just now 11 laps away from the halfway point, Chris, and Cookson has shown dominating speed here at Martinsville in the early going.
Oh, dominating speed and performance out of that number 38 of Max Cookson, or excuse me, 39 of Max Cookson here as your race leader. Yeah, Roger, 85 laps led so far. He's led every one of them except for 4 as we are beginning lap number 90 when they cross the start-finish line. 90 laps completed, as we're going to be working lap number 91 here very, very soon.
So the caution lights actually come back on the pace truck. Now Wilkinson, though, going to be the first driver to go up and attempt a green flag or yellow flag, green flag restart, whatever you would like to call it. Question being, though, Chris, there's a lot of marbles. You can start to see them now on the upper groove and down onto the apron on those concrete patches. We might see some of these drivers start to slip and slide more.
Yeah, this is the time that the racetrack is starting to change, Roger. We are fully under the lights here, and the 56 of Brandon Wilkinson is going to have a challenge on his hands on that outside. As we go back under the green flag, here we go. Loud pedals are pressed, and Max Cookson leads them into turn number 1.
It's going to be Cookson leading the 56 out of turn number 2, and down the back straightaway, the front 2 are going to single file out. Let's see. It's going to be Cookson down into 3, but the side-by-side battle is going to be for the 4th spot. 3rd and 4th spot, that is Jimmy Mullis to the inside here of Ty Majeski. Will they be able to single file it out? Majeski a little scrape off the outside wall.
Yeah, Majeski a couple of times tonight has scraped that outside wall, but look at the damage to the rear end of that machine. The 91 has not gone unscathed here tonight as they finally go single file back into the 6th, 7th spot as the 75. Corey Dunn trying to get it done.
Big
Over
wreck
Zach
on the
Novak.
front straightaway. A couple of them going to pile up. The 18 is involved in this one. That is going to be Tyler Payne. The 55 who just came out is involved in this one also. That's going to be Slider. He's involved in this one. Chris, there's a ton of cars pulling away with a lot of damage and a lot of smoke bellowing out the back of them.
Yeah, here we go again. Going to be caution number 9 on the evening, and a big stack up once again here at Martinsville Speedway. Again, Roger, I got to point out this track not known as, I'm going to put this in air quotes even though you don't see it, it's not self-cleaning, and a bunch of vehicles yet again involved.
Yeah, as we watch it back once again here on the replay, it all starts, I believe, with the Rigsby machine and the 30V. There you saw the contact, and then around goes the 30V. He's going to collect. The 09 machine is getting involved, the 11 machine. A couple more, I believe. There was the 5 of Holder also got involved in this. You see the 22 now of McCarthy. He is involved in this also, and unfortunately, it looks like Dustin Slider involved in. Boy, another one of those parking lots on the front straightaway here.
Yeah, and the big news right now, Rogers, that looks like these guys are able to come down as your race leaders are down, and they're taking tires. Right sides are up, and left sides going up as well.
So this will be the break that everybody has waited for, and it looks like Mullis is the first one down off of pit road with Wilkinson along in tow. So we're seeing where everybody slots back in on the timing and scoring sheet. But right now, it's looking like it's going to be Mullis, Wilkinson, Williamson, Cookson, and then Pope, and then Novak. We'll have to wait for all that to really start to come back through. And as they make their green flag pit stops, we'll be right back here.
At the Nelson family of dealerships in Martinsville, we'll get you on the road with over 1,000 cars and trucks to choose from. Whether you're shopping for new or used, we have the best selection in the region. What makes the Nelson dealerships different? We'll double your warranty on any new car or truck. That's right, double the years and double the miles of coverage. No additional cost, no strings attached. Shop us online at autosbynelson.com. And remember, everybody knows cars cost less in Martinsville.
Simulated racing can be awesome, but it can also be kind of a free-for-all. Interestingly, auto racing faced the same problem in its earlier days. Whether it was on the back roads, the beaches, or the city streets, the racing was always fun. But there was always a certain level of chaos or danger, until some folks came along and put some order to all of this. Stuff like official racetracks, regulations about weight and equipment, and enforcement of standards. That's what gave us high-speed excitement, fast-paced action, and photo finishes. That's when racing became racing. The guys over at iRacing.com have made the same transformation in the world of sim racing. See, iRacing analyzes the performance and results of each driver in every race, so you can be sure you're always placed in races where the competition will be tight, and that those reckless drivers who ruin it for us all will be kept in the pits. Not to mention that with members in over 130 countries already in their vast community, you can find races day and night, so you can always get in the action. You can even join a league of your favorite series and work your way up to one of 7 world championships, offering over $500,000 in prize money. And since updates are always automatic, you don't have to worry about software and can focus on the track. Zip up your fire suit and check out iRacing.com.
Welcome back here right in time, race fans. The iRacing pace truck lights are off. Green flag or yellow flag halfway. Pit stops are done. Jimmy Mullis going to take over the race lead with Brandon Wilkinson, Daniel Williamson, and then Max Cookson rounding out the top 4 drivers here as we go back to green flag racing, halfway home in this one.
At 100 laps to go, Roger, as we retake the green flag. The 40 of Jamie Mullis going to lead that one by. He is going to be in front of the 56 of Brandon Wilkinson. Max Cookson takes over 3rd spot. He's doing it on the outside. A battle right now for that 3rd spot. Easily taken by Max Cookson. The 88 of Daniel Williamson not able to hold on, even though he had that inside lane, Roger. Now is the time. Things are going to change.
Yeah, it looks like Novak looked to the inside for just a second there on Wilkinson, but he was not going to be able to make the move this time. Let's see what he does. He peeks down to the inside once again. Door going to get slammed by Williamson. Novak going to have to fall back into the 5th position as they stay single file. Oh, I think Wilkinson in the Epic Media 56 almost made contact with that outside wall, and it kind of checked up Cookson. Now Mullis has started to open up a gap here, this time at the start-finish line, about a half-second gap back to your second-place runner.
Half a second between first and second right now, Roger, and this is the action that we were missing back on a Mother's Day weekend when we were supposed to meet here at Martinsville Speedway. But I'll tell you what, right now Jimmy Mullis up front, and he is starting to open it up. About a half a second, as you said, right now between Mullis and Wilkinson in second spot. Max Cookson, though, right on the back bumper of the 56.
Yeah, trying to find a way around the driver that holds the second position. Right now, though, he goes to the outside with his machine. His BK Paints is going to heads up, drag race the Epic Media 56 down into turn number 1. As they do this, though, Jimmy Mullis is just looking in the mirror saying, "You go for it, boys," as he pulls away here now at Martinsville.
The 39 with a shot on the outside, Roger. This is the first official real pass here at Martinsville on the outside. We know that the outside lane is going to come into play, and there it was, a pass for second spot as Max Cookson goes around the 56 of Brandon Wilkinson.
Now that he got around into that second position, though, Chris, how long is it going to take the driver who had the quick time here tonight to run down Jimmy Mullis? Or does Jimmy Mullis have the hot shoe here tonight, and will he be able to run away a little bit farther back into the field? You got to go all the way back to about the 10th position to find anybody that's side by side, and it's actually Daniel Pope out of the 09 Motorsports Group. He is actually going backwards.
Yeah, Daniel Pope sitting on the outside, the 112, trying to sneak in. That's Matt Kuchar. Kuchar to the inside, takes away the position away from Pope. Now Kuchar finds himself in the top 10 in his number 112, and we've got a driver, the 099. That's Justin Rigsby down to the inside of Pope, trying to put him down one more spot.
So right now, it looks like Rigsby is bringing that 99R down past that 16 of Pope, but now look right behind him. That is Zach Lightfoot in the 07. We know he has some speed in the 07. He was caught into that front stretch maniac parking lot, the Carolina Sim speed driver. So let's see if he's able to bring it back to the front here. Right now, he runs into that 13th position, and that car has a little bit of nose damage, but still pointed in the right direction. Look at the underdog towards the front of the field here right now, Chris. He is sitting in the 7th position. That is the 7S of Kyle Souza. That driver, I mean, you talk about the guys that are all out in front of him. Look at those big names like Novak and Majeski, Wilkinson, Williamson, Cookson, and Mullis. And then you see Souza, and you go, where did this driver come from?
Well, Roger, I'm going to tell you, he came from 18th position all the way up to the 7th spot in that 007. And I'll tell you what, Souza right now has a very clean race car, and that means he's able to charge as hard as he can. Right now, sitting in that 7th spot, just about 1.2 seconds away from Zach Novak in the 6th position.
Yeah, so he came from deep in the field. He is our biggest mover right now of the night. Next to him, the next biggest mover would be the driver out of Nazareth, Pennsylvania. That is Matt Coker there in the 112 machine. He runs into the 10th position, so both those drivers making up a lot of ground here in the early stages, just over the halfway point as we just went back green flag racing about 14 laps ago. The 11 down to the inside, that is Brandon Hughes. It looks like the motor may be expired on the number 11. People trying to get it down to pit road, and Chris, it looks like he's just going to stop on the track, and that's going to bring a caution out.
Oh, Hughes may be playing the field just a little bit here, as he is 28 laps down, Roger. It almost came to a full stop here at Martinsville, and that brings out the yellow flag for the 11 machine. I believe he needs a little bit more repair, or maybe he's got an undeclared partner out there on the track.
Well, we'll see what kind of what is said about that, but that will bring out our 10th caution flag here now of the evening as Hughes just comes to a stop on the back straightaway, bringing the caution flag out. So that'll put us under the 10th yellow. And while we're under yellow, we got to thank all the sponsors here tonight to bring us this live racing action here from the virtual Martinsville Speedway. Tonight's title sponsor, AutosByNelson.com. Shop with them online. You need a Chevrolet, you need a Cadillac. How about a Buick? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I said a Buick. AutosByNelson.com. They have it. Just go on over to the website, find what you need, schedule yourself a test drive. How about Max Pappas Wheeling? It is the leading industry wheel out there, whether you're driving a NASCAR, a dirt car, or right here in your virtual sim rig. Head on over to Max Pappas Wheels and get yourself a wheel. The State Building Company, over 60 years in the business. The State Building Company can get your structure up and ready to go. You need a garage for your race car? Head on over, talk to the guys at State Building. How about Barber Ford? They got the Fords that you need to get your jobs done. Head on over to Barber Ford and get yourself one. And BK Paints. Nobody would be able to race and look as beautiful as these guys do without BK Paints. And how about the race parts for your real race car? It's going to be Pure Year Race Parts. Get your real race car parts now before we go back racing. And of course, DC Towing and Recovery, Chris, they've been used a lot here at Martinsville.
Yeah, well, I mean, we need to throw them out. DCT Towing, make sure you give them a call. If you're in the Southwest Virginia area at 1-540-392-0243. I want to switch it back over to Barber Ford for just a moment. If you need an F-150 for that traveling day to day, an F-250, an F-350 for that hard work, make sure you give our man the call, Dustin Slider, at 616-396-2361.
Well, Chris, thanks for that one. I'm sure everybody's going to be dialing up that man right now. Also, we got to thank Epic Media. They are the media source for racing networks online. Of course, Eddie Performance and Solutions. They got the race parts also that you're going to need to take that race car racing. DWR Designs here tonight. Another one of our great painters out there, paint websites you want to call it, for the sim platform. And of course, Apex Sim Racing Gear. They have your custom racing gear you need, whether it's real life or sim racing needs. And of course, Martinsville Speedway for hopping on board with us here tonight, and the 09 Motorsports.
Roger, we're getting ready to go back to the green flag. Jimmy Mullis in the 40. Your race leader to his outside, Max Cookson. Cookson has led more laps here than anybody else at 90. And we are getting ready to go here back under the green flag. And here we go back under that green flag. The loud pedals are all pressed. Max Cookson on the outside in the 39. Look at the 91 of Ty Majeski trying to put his nose in there, trying to force the issues. Ty Majeski, as he is to the outside now, trying to maybe get it down to that bottom side to hold on, but no, Majeski holds on to that outside lane.
Mullis goes side by side, though, at the line that time with Cookson. And once again, it was the driver of the 39 just being able to edge out the 40. This time, though, they're going to go down here in turn number 3, and they are going to go side by side. Look at the battle back there behind them. Novak being the sandwich kind of in the middle there. He was just sandwiched at the line this time, though. Jimmy Mullis heads up over Cookson. Majeski back there. He is stalking. He has moved that 91 to the outside lane, Chris. He is trying to save the tires on this 91 because we still have 78 laps to go. It'll be 79 this time by at the line. And Jimmy Mullis now officially clears the 39, but here comes Cookson. Will he go to the inside in turn 1?
Cookson was looking to the inside, not able to get there on the 40 of Jimmy Mullis. The 39 still trying to figure out a way around. Top 7 drivers, nose to tail here from Martinsville. The 39 trying to figure out a way around the 40 of Jimmy Mullis. Max Cookson in second spot is also trying, Roger, to stay ahead of the 91 of Ty Majeski.
Right now, though, Jimmy Mullis in the sim seat number 40 still continues to lead. 75 laps will be the distance here when we get back to the start-finish line. Everybody out there on track is on single file except for these two, and they're just going to switch hands. It's going to be Brad Neer losing a position here to Daniel Pope.
There is a battle for the race lead as the 39 of Max Cookson has got a nose underneath the 40. Roger, here we go, a battle for the race lead.
Well, Chris, how about lead? Yes, there is a battle for the lead, and it is Cookson coming to the inside here. Will he be able to take back the race lead? He dominated the early stages, 90 laps being led by Cookson. And now Mullis left the door open real quick, and here comes that BK Paints, number 39, down to the inside. We'll see if he's able to get the run this time out of turn number 4. He won't be able to do it. Jimmy Mullis going to hang on to the race lead.
The 39 still working the inside lane through turns 1 and 2 onto the backstretch. And Max Cookson trying to regain that race lead. Remember, folks, he has led 90 laps here tonight, trying to make it 91 at the race line. It's close, and Mullis pulls on to the outside.
Jimmy Mullis being able to hold the SimC 40 out there, but now that time out of turn 2 was a little bit of a slip by the driver of the 40, so here comes Cookson back down to the inside. Now, I believe Cookson may get the good run. Oh, sideways once again for Jimmy Mullis, that time out of turn number 4. Now Cookson will lead his 91st lap here of the evening, and now he'll power off of turn number 2. Here comes Majeski trying to fill that inside hole.
Majeski working the inside of the 40 of Jimmy Mullis, and he has got the position coming off the corner. Roger, a big switch now between first and third as Mullis has fallen back two spots here in a couple of laps.
Yeah, but that might not be all he's going to lose. He was sideways once again. Now here comes Wilkinson in the Epic Media Machine. He dove to the bottom, was not able to get the Epic 56 down there, but he will be able to hold on to that 4th position. Zach Novak is right there also. Caution flag going to come out. One of them, it's going to be the 6 of Near. He is turned around down here at turn number 4. That'll bring out, if I recall right, this is the 11th caution flag, 12th caution flag now here of the night.
Brad Near going round on the racetrack in his number 6, Roger, and still waiting to see here as I'm in the replay, but it looks like maybe the 75 may have had a slight bit of contact.
Yeah, Dunn going to make contact with Near, sending the 6 machine to the inside wall in turn number 4. That's what's going to bring out the caution flag here with just over 65 laps to go, 68 laps to go as they work around the racetrack. And well, Chris, I don't even have to ask you about the pit strategy, because at this point, what you got is what you got.
Yeah, run what you brung at this point. We've already stopped for those 4 tires, Roger. We talked about it around lap 100. Yes, they did come down a little sooner because we had a caution already, and that was the right call from race admin. I want to go ahead and thank them once again for adminning this race. Both let's see, we got Kyle and David for admitting this race here tonight. And guys, we told you they were going to be busy here tonight. Already 11 cautions for 50 laps, 8 different lead changes, and we're working lap 134.
So it looks like a driver going to get a lap back there. Believe that was the 30V, so that'll put 18 cars onto the lead lap here. It's been a battle of nutrition here tonight at the Martinsville Speedway. You talk about the paperclip, you talk about it being one of the toughest tracks out there. It's the half mile of mayhem, Chris, they call it, and it is living up to its name here. We saw some rough heat races and some really long green flag runs here in the main event, but a lot of tore up cars already.
Yeah, as you said, Roger, it is a battle of attrition. And right now, the top 18 drivers, the only drivers on the race lead lap, and the 75 Corey Dunn is ending up that field here in his number 75. Roger, I get back again to the fact that we were supposed to meet here at Martinsville, and for the first time, mind you, in real life, to try and kind of get to know each other a little bit better here in person. But with the pace truck lights out here at Martinsville, it feels like it's almost the same thing.
Well, we would have been at a night race exactly like these drivers are at now, driving into the night, racing into the night. Unfortunately, that turn 3, or call it get together with the fans and all of us here, except for, I believe, the only one that wasn't flying out to Martinsville would have been Danny Valenzuela out of Nevada. Utah. He's out of Utah. I'm thinking about Cody Levin, who's out of Nevada. But, the rest of us would have been out here, hanging out, eating a couple of the hot dogs.
Yeah, I wanted some of those hot dogs so bad. Pace truck is off. We are getting ready to go back under the green flag. Max Cookson leading the way, getting ready to hit that loud pedal. Ty Majeski to the outside. Jimmy Mullis and Brandon Wilkinson in the second row. We are back under the green flag. Max Cookson is having a heck of a restart here tonight, but they are still side by side for the race lead. The 39 may have pulled just a slight advantage through 1 and 2 down the backstretch.
You see how close they are going that time into 3 there between Cookson and Majeski. Remember, way back about lap 60, those two made contact, Chris, and maybe no loss between them as we close in a little bit closer on to the end of this one. Closing in, it'll be 61 laps to go next time by, and Cookson going to be able to take the race lead. Majeski will fall back in right onto the tail, and then Jimmy Mullis now has had time to cool the tires off on that number 40, and here comes Novak for the first time. He is running in the fist spot. He is looking for 4.
Yeah, the 015 of Zach Novak now does a big move and takes over 4th spot away from Brandon Wilkinson. Here comes the 88 now of Daniel Williamson. Williamson trying to get past him as well. Oh, slight contact and the 88 gets loose.
Yeah, the 88 going to save it, though. Heck of a drive there by Daniel Williamson. He was able to hang on to that 88 iRacing.com entry here, Junior Motorsports. He falls back to the 7th position as look at that 7S again, Chris. It is coming, and it is coming in a hurry. The little man that could from up north here, I believe out of Connecticut, if I'm not mistaken, Kyle Souza now up in the 6th.
Yeah, Souza in the 007, running in the 6th position, trying to pick up a little bit more, having troubles catching the rear bumper of the 5th place runner, Brandon Wilkinson, at this time. Oh, we've got a battle. Oh, no, we've got a slow car, the 55. Excuse me, a slow car, the 55, going down yet another lap here tonight at Martinsville.
Yeah, that's the 55 of Dustin Slider. He is up to the outside of the Barber Ford. He will stay high. Everybody will work around to the inside of him, but out front it's still Cookson, Majeski, Mullis, Novak, Wilkinson, Souza, your top 6 drivers. Williamson, after that slide, he is now back into that 7th position, and it doesn't look like there's any speed left or lost out of that 88 machine. Still has a very strong car here tonight, and no battles right now inside the top 10. You got to go all the way back here, and it looks like Tyler Payne just got around. Or actually, the 30V of Vaz just got into that 18th position.
Roger, if you were going to tell me at the beginning of the race that at working at lap 145, the top 12 drivers were all nose to tail, very, very close to each other, I would have called you a liar, but that's exactly what we've got going on here tonight, as Justin Rigsby is that 12th place driver. 1st through 12th, all doing a fantastic job here tonight, sticking it nose to tail, getting all the action done.
Yeah, closing in on the 50 to go as it's 55 that time by. There you see the 99R of Justin Rigsby. He follows the number 112 of Matt Coker around here, as it looks like maybe a little bit of a battle brewing here for that 8th position. Here comes Matthew in the unsponsored 38 machine back down to the inside of Mason. These two have been around each other all night long, and they just can't seem to shake each other. Here with just over 50 to go, they find each other side by side once again.
Yeah, side-by-side action here with just 53 laps to go, Roger. And unbelievable action all around this track right now. And I'm telling you, man, first of all, I don't think, Roger, for a moment that the yellow flag has seen its last appearance here. But right now, under a very good green flag run, as we see a driver out there. I believe it was the 42, perhaps, with a bit of a blink. He's sitting on the outside. Here comes the 38 of Matthew Burgoyne trying to work the inside, and the 16 of Daniel Pope also working the inside as we fall under caution.
Flag is out, and it looks like Cody Walling, and I believe the 6 may be making contact, bringing out this caution flag here for caution flag number 13 tonight here at Martinsville. Let's take the look back on the old Turn 3 Racing replay and see if we can find out what just, the 20 gonna get into Cody, and then you see the 20 up onto the left side tires. Then the 6 going to come in there, and he gets put up onto the lid. The 6 of Brad Neer slides down the back straightaway on his lid.
Yeah, Neer really did take the worst of all of that as he ends up upside down here at Martinsville, and then over obviously onto pit road as he takes the tow. Max Cookson, Ty Majeski, Jimmy Mullis, your top 3.
So those are your top 3 drivers. 4th is Zach Novak right now. Then it's going to be Brandon Wilkinson. And then it's going to be the little man that could of Kyle Souza running that 7S. And it's Daniel Williamson running there in the 7th position. While we work this caution flag, though, we're going to take a quick another 30-second break. We'll be back here at Martinsville.
At the Nelson family of dealerships in Martinsville, we'll get you on the road with over 1,000 cars and trucks to choose from. Whether you're shopping for new or used, we have the best selection in the region. What makes the Nelson dealerships different? We'll double your warranty on any new car or truck. That's right, double the years and double the miles of coverage. No additional cost, no strings attached. Shop us online at autosbynelson.com. And remember, everybody knows cars cost less in Martinsville.
Cars cost less in Martinsville as we are back here at the Martinsville Raceway. We got to welcome you all in here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We don't like, but we loved having everybody here watching the racing action that is brought to us tonight by autosbynelson.com. You just saw the commercial. You just heard from the guys themselves. So we got to thank them for everything they do down there in Martinsville. We got to thank the whole Martinsville staff here. We got to thank also Raceway Ministries there of Michael Harrison bringing us the invocation here tonight. Scott Norman from Nelson Ford in Martinsville, Virginia, singing our national anthem. And, of course, the command to start our engines tonight was brought to us by Clay Campbell, the president of Martinsville Speedway. So we got to thank all of those guys for playing a part in tonight's big event. We are closing in, though, on the end of this one as the iRacing Pace Truck lights do go out. And it's Cookson, Majeski, Mullis, Novak, your top 4 drivers. Wilkinson and Souza will round out the top 6. We will go back green flag racing here with just 46 laps to go.
I'm curious, who do you got, Roger? At some point, we got to step away from the analysis and say who's going to win as we get ready to go back under green.
Well, we are green flag racing, Chris. You're a lap late to that one time. Majeski going to pull side by side at the race, or at the line for the race lead, but it's going to be Max Cookson once again leading, and he's going to throw a huge block down the back straightaway on that 91. So now Majeski forced to go back to the outside here as Jimmy Mullis now joins the group. As sorry about the communications there. Actually, Chris, we even had your mic muted that whole time.
Oh my goodness. Well, anyways, I'm actually happy because I didn't come off as an idiot, but the 39 Max, oh, look at this, the 91 taking a hard line to the inside.
Yeah, here comes Ty Majeski, not going to be able to get the car to rotate, though, off the exit of the corner. Here comes Mullis. He will pull right to the back bumper of that posse machine. Look a little bit farther back behind that group, though. There you see Zach Novak. He is stuck to the outside in the 15N. That Sunoco entry. Look at everybody stacked up behind him. Williamson and Wilkinson both got around him, and they have kind of set sail as they stack them up here 2 by 2 by 2.
2 by 2 by 2, getting ready to almost get another 2 at the end of that. Here we are, mid-pack, Roger, the 38 now looking to take advantage. Matthew Bergwijn in the 38 takes the advantage over the 015.
That is the 15N of Novak there. but it looks like he will lose that spot. But now he gets down to the bottom, so he's going to be able to turn some quick times if he can just get underneath someone sideways. That's going to be the 42 of Mason. He's going to hang on, but they go 3 wide down into the corner, and I believe that's going to be Max Coker. He is actually going to pull out of that battle. He would have been the middle. He would have been the sandwich meat in that sandwich, and he's going to live to turn another lap, so he is playing it smart. He runs now into the 11th position. Right ahead of him it is Tesser and Pope. And no, sideways for Pope.
Oh, the 16 once again, Roger. I don't know if he caught it, but he is so loose right now on the outside. Did a heck of a job trying to hold on to Daniel Pope II, holding on to that car as he almost went around.
But he's going to be able to hang on to it. He's going to lose a couple positions. As you see Coker go around him, Mason got around him. Now he finds a home running back there in the 12th position. But your race leader still single file at the front of this field. They will come by this time by. It'll be just 38 laps to go, and everybody is single filed out. You got to go back to the Novak battle to find somebody that's side by side. Here comes the 7S of Kyle Souza down to the inside. And Novak is headed in the wrong direction here late in this one. He wants to be headed to the front. He is headed to the back as the brake rotors glow here at Martinsville.
Yeah, Novak unfortunately stuck to the outside lane as the 007 of Kyle Souza trying to get around. And on the inside definitely has an advantage over the 15N of Zach Novak. Novak to the outside, the 007 takes advantage.
Souza trying to bring his 7S back inside the top 5. He was there for just a brief moment, but he has to get around the iRacing Coca-Cola Series Pro of Novak. But Novak grinds his teeth down here running these short track races, open setups. It's where he started on the iRacing platform before he went to run into the NASCAR Series. Now, having to battle with guys like Souza, you know, really shows you that some of these guys are still actual humans out there. They're not the robots that everybody thinks they are. Novak getting a run for his money as he was sideways once again off turn number 2. So Souza gonna kind of nose ahead in the 7S.
A good point there, Roger, as, look, anybody can win here tonight. Although Max Cookson definitely leading the way here with 128 laps led. It is still anybody's battle with 34 laps to go.
Yeah, and with 34 to go, Novak's still going to slide sideways that time out of turn number 2. Mason's just kind of sitting back here trying to figure out which one of these drivers is going to get it to figure out, you know, which lane is. Oh, there's a little bit of a blink by the driver of that 42 down the front straightaway that time. Next time by, it'll just be 32 laps to go, and Kyle Souza going to work that out, or that inside lane, and get around Zach Novak. So now put Souza into P number 7.
Yeah, tires are starting to go away here as we have run many laps here tonight under this, 73. Let's put it out there, Roger. 73 laps on these tires after they were able to change them around lap 100, and they are starting to go away. We saw evidence of that with the 42, and it continues throughout the corners as still out front Max Cookson, Ty Majeski, and Jimmy Mullis. Your top 3, Brandon Wilkinson in the 4th spot, Daniel Williamson rounding out that top 5.
Yeah, your leaders here of Cookson and Majeski have started to file themselves into lap down traffic, so you're in the late stages with just 30 laps to go that time by at the line. You can see 2 different lines though by your 2 leaders here. Cookson still hugging down on the bottom. Ty Majeski, the driver that's been, I believe, actually both of his iRacing accounts, has the highest I rating out there on the service of all time. He has moved up the track a little bit. He is trying to find to see if there's another line out there that he's going to be able to use to either reel back in Max Cookson, or if Cookson gets into lap traffic, being able to use that lap traffic as a little bit of a pick, as now they work to the inside here. That is the driver of the 29. He will go another lap down right now. It looks like Tedler was running back into the 20th position. He is now going to go 12 laps down to your race leader.
Yeah, Tedler moves up on the track, allows your front 2 drivers to go on by, but Ty Majeski loses a little bit of time there, Roger. He's down about a half a second over your race leader, Max Cookson, as the driver that went a lap down, he was out of the way and still cost Ty Majeski a little bit of time.
Yeah, but Majeski, that time by was just a tick faster at the line. They're going to go around the 14. That is Logwood Jr. there in the 14. He runs now into the 18th position, 3 laps down. So it just shows you the blistering pace that your race leaders are doing here tonight as they are still knocking lap times down. That time by for your race leader, time Majeski was actually faster. Majeski just ran a 20.761, about a half a second slower than his fastest lap time of this event. So maybe just a half second of fall off here as we're going to get 25 laps to go next time by.
And something needs to be said about those top 2 drivers as, yes, there is tire fall off, but it unbelievably here at Martinsville, it's not that bad. Roger, if you could say to me, look, you're going to run 80 laps, you're only going to lose about a half a second, I'd call you a liar.
Well, I think that's like the 3rd time he said I would have been a liar here tonight, but I'm not going to say it.
Roger.
I'm not going to say it. You said it, and Jimmy Mullis is 3rd, but he is just hanging on to that 3rd position. Wilkinson is sitting there 4th in that Epic Media 56. He is faster each lap. He just cannot find his way around that number 40 Sim Seat driver. And also right behind them is going to be Daniel Williamson. He is not losing any ground that time. A lap car going to play battle into Jimmy Mullis trying to get around him. But that's just the short track action. That is how it's going to be the rest of the way here tonight.
Yeah, the 018 moves out of the way to try and make way for Williamson. But I'm focused in on the battle for 3rd spot right now. Roger, the 56 of Brandon Wilkinson, is trying to find a way around Jimmy Mullis. That would put him into the top 3 as a pretty darn good finish here tonight. The 56 still looking to try and get around the 40. Now down to the inside. Oh, almost there. Oh, put the bumper to him. Roger, it is getting on.
Yeah, it'll be just 21 laps to go now at the line, and the 40 of Jimmy Mullis. We talked about it before that last caution. He was on a backward slide as he sideways that time off of turn number 2 again. Those rear tires on that 40 are completely gone here tonight. Here comes the 56 down to the inside. Maybe a little bump that time through the center of the corner. But now it looks like Wilkinson not going to be able to that time by, and then a little bit of a block that time into turn number 1 by Jimmy Mullis. They're getting just 20 to go that time by at the line. This race is closing in on being finished here tonight at Martinsville.
20 to go, and the 56 sitting in 4th spot of Brandon Wilkinson, trying to figure out a way around Jimmy Mullis, just ahead of him in the 40 in 3rd spot. Wilkinson may have given up just a little bit here this last lap, as you see a little bit of separation there. Let's not forget Daniel Williamson just kind of sitting back there, Roger, in 5th spot, maybe just watching, waiting for something to happen ahead of him.
Yeah, behind these drivers, though, they're still battling really hard back here for about the 9th, 10th, and 11th position. It looks like Tesser just got passed up by Pope. Pope was at an up-and-down night, to say the least. He was involved in an incident, kind of worked his way back up. He was up inside the top 10 for call it most of the middle stages of this race. He then fell back out of the top 10 and now has worked his way back into the 9th spot. And now Coker, I think, maybe just slapped the wall just a little bit, and it's still a clean 112 machine. Yeah, maybe it wasn't hit. It might have been the 75 of Corey Dunn, who you see slide once again out of the corner as he just tail slaps the exit of turn 2.
Yeah, the 75 may have lost the handling on that machine as Corey Dunn has his hands full. You watch him inside of the windshield. The hands are moving constantly, and that's a good indicator that the handling is gone in the 75. Ahead of him, Matt Coker holding on to the 11th position and doing a fine job of it. May start to feel like he's getting a little tight, Roger, as he was moved up the track just a little bit. Now with 15 laps to go.
Oh, and I just came back to watch the battle here between Mullis and Wilkinson. Wilkinson, and Wilkinson actually just tapped the wall, I think, for the first time here tonight in the Epic Media 56. He has been very cautious of where he put that Epic Media machine, and now just kind of overstepped it last time out of turn number 2. Slapped the outside wall just a little bit. The car still looks straight as can be, and with 14 laps to go, he is still all over Jimmy Mullis' rear end in that sim seat machine. That seat by Jimmy Mullis, his sim seat, is holding him tight right now. But Brandon Wilkinson's about to maybe give him a little tap. Chris, the 3-tap Teddy rule in effect here at Martinsville.
Oh, absolutely. Look, we've said it all along, the front bumper going to be your best friend here tonight as people are trying to gain position here with just 12 laps to go now as your race leader of Max Cookson goes across the start-finish line heading into turns 1 and 2. Ty Majeski, Jimmy Mullis, your top 3. Let's throw in Brandon Wilkinson and Daniel Williamson, Matthew Burgoyne, Kyle Souza, Zach Novak, Daniel Pope, and Mason Tessier as your top 10 right now, and they're doing a fantastic job. Roger, next time by, 2 hands in the air, 10 fingers extended.
Yeah, 10 laps to go next time by at the line as your leaders are working into very heavy lap traffic. There you see the 90 of Bryant. He is going to move up the track. He's just going to get completely out of the way of your race leaders. Maybe Majeski had to turn on the wheel just a little bit harder. Now it's going to be the 29, I believe that was, of Tedler. He's just going to move out of the way. So these guys are being very cautious of your race leader because they know what is on the line here. It was one of them coming down pit road, and I believe one of them was smoking out in front of your race leaders. That's not what you want to see if you're one of the race leaders like Cookson or even Majeski here that have now pulled away. They have about a 3, almost call it a 4-second lead over Brandon Wilkinson, who is running now. He did get around the number 40 of Jimmy Mullis. And Mullis almost going to put the nose to the back bumper there of that 56. They were able to stay clean as we stay racing here with just 8 laps to go this time by at the line.
Mullis in the 40 trying to take over a pay position, top 3. Right now sitting in 4th position. Mullis trying to figure out a way. Take it around. Brandon Wilkinson in the 56 so far hasn't got an answer and actually gets a little bit loose coming off the corner. Does the 40. Rear tire starting to go away on the 40 machine behind him. Daniel Williamson just watching, Roger, waiting.
Yeah, this is the battle. It's a 3-car battle for the 3rd spot. Your race leader, though I just noticed last time by, they are in heavier lap traffic. There's the 55 of Dustin. He will move up the track. The 11's going to move up the track. But what was at one point just 2 laps ago, it was about a little over a half second. Now just 1 car length between your leaders here of Cookson and Majeski. The 14 going to go up the track into the outside wall. That was Longwood. He tried to get out of the race leader's way. They're just setting such a blistering pace here. They're going to get the 5 fingers in the air here tonight. Just going to be 5 laps to go here at Martinsville.
5 fingers from the flagman getting it done here tonight. Max Cookson leading the way over Ty Majeski in the 91. Majeski trying everything to try and find a separate lane, trying to find a little bit faster way around this half-mile Martinsville Speedway.
That time by at the line, it's 4 to go. That is just 2 more miles around this little bull ring, this paperclip. It's the half-mile of mayhem, they call it. Now just 3.5 laps to go here. A grandfather clock, a Max Pappas wheel on the line. Is it going to be Cookson or Majeski as they get 3 to go this time by?
3 to go from the flag stand, and Max Cookson still leading the race. He's led 159 laps to go, laps here tonight. Ty Majeski right behind him. He's led 4 laps, and every time he's gone for the lead, it was against the 39 of Max Cookson. 2 laps ago, popsicle sticks in the air.
Yeah, with the popsicle sticks in the air that time by, it's going to be 1 more mile of racing, and it has come down to just 2 drivers. Next time by, we will see the Epic Media 1 to go here as your leaders of Cookson and Majeski work into turns 3 and 4. They are clean and green. Here they come out of turn number 4. They will get the white flag. It will be 1 more lap of racing to go here, and just a couple of cars out in front of them is the lap down traffic as they get off the racetrack, and we will stay just the battle as they go into turn 3 for the final time here tonight. It is not going to be good enough for Ty Majeski. It is going to be all Max Cookson leading 162 laps and winning the AutosByNelson.com 250 here tonight at the Martinsville Speedway. Ty Majeski finishes 2nd. Wilkinson's going to finish actually 4th. It looks like Mullis got around him right at the line, so Jimmy Mullis is going to bring the sim seat number 40 home in the 3rd position. Wilkinson will finish now 4th, and then it's going to be Daniel Williamson running into the 5th position, and your favorite driver here tonight going to finish in that 6th spot.
Yeah, Matthew Burgoyne in 6th spot, but not a member of that top 5. Matt Cookson, Ty Majeski, and at the line, Roger, Jimmy Mullis taking it away, taking that third spot away is unbelievable. Brandon Wilkinson was doing everything he couldn't hold on to that third spot.
Well, as your winner here burns them down onto the front straightaway, we're going to take a quick step away, Chris. We're going to see if we can get this post-race show started, and we will be right back here to the Martinsville Speedway to bring you your post-race show.
At the Nelson family of dealerships in Martinsville, we'll get you on the road with over 1,000 cars and trucks to choose from. Whether you're shopping for new or used, we have the best selection in the region. What makes the Nelson dealerships different? We'll double your warranty on any new car or truck. That's right, double the years and double the miles of coverage. No additional cost, no strings attached. Shop us online at autosbynelson.com. And remember, everybody knows cars cost less in Martinsville.
And welcome back here, race fans, to the Martinsville Speedway. It was the autosbynelson.com 250 at Martinsville, and what a show it was, Chris. This driver tonight pretty much dominated, leading 162 laps. It is Matt Cookson coming home as our race winner.
Well, Max Cookson definitely led the most laps here tonight. A dominating performance here at Martinsville, and I gotta say, look, from beginning to end, Cookson looked incredible here tonight. Roger, he was the fastest in practice, and it showed here out on track during the race, coming in first place tonight.
Well, Max, what do you got to say down here in our Autos by Nelson victory lane? It was a great race by yourself and the whole crew here for the BK Paints.
Man, yeah, felt good going in. Getting the pole was huge.
I'm here,
to be able to start on the pole was big, and felt like I had a good car because it started in the day and it went to the night, and to get the most money you could, you had to be good in the day and be good in the night, and I had it good in the day, and pit there and made the right adjustment, and the thing was even better once the track cooled down. But just a tough race. Ty got under me there one time, and I made a little bobble, and he got under me, and kind of got together with him. Felt bad about that. It was just, it was really just a racing deal, but that stuff happens. But yeah.
Well, a good race nonetheless. The car a little damaged up, though. Is it going to be able to buff these little crinkles out of this one?
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to get it back together, but I just got to give a big thanks to Dustin Slider and all the guys over at Glove Box, BK Paints especially, Barbara Ford, and Daniel for putting this on.
Well, before we let you go, though, how does it feel, though, knowing that you're not only going to walk away with $140, you're going to walk away with a little bit of a trophy also, a clock coming your way, courtesy of these guys here tonight, and also a Max Pappas wheel also going to be coming your way.
Yeah, man, I got the halfway, the pole, the wheel, so the clock would be cool too, man, and it was just really it was a good run, good race, and couldn't have gone much better.
Well, congratulations to Max and that whole crew over there from winning tonight here at Martinsville. Chris, I believe we have another driver to interview here tonight, and it's the driver of the 91. He also had a very quick car.
Yeah, Ty Majeski finishing in the second spot here in his 91 car. He was able to lead 4 laps. Ty, this is Chris and Roger up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
I got you guys.
Listen, man, you were all over that second place position, but it just didn't seem like you were able to make a line to the inside on Max Cookson. What was going on here throughout the entire race as you were able to lead 4 laps here tonight? Just couldn't get to the front.
Yeah, you're just a little bit better tonight. Like you said, I could pressure him, but it just wasn't good enough to get a run on him ever. My only shot was for him to make a mistake on a restart, and he did there once, and I got the inside of him, and we got that set me back track position wise, and had to come back through the field and had a fair shot at him again. Just a little bit short. He did a really good job, and it was fun.
Well, listen, Ty, I'm not going to even try and avoid the fact that, look, I am super happy to be talking to you here tonight. You came in second spot and just short, really, of that first place finish. You led 4 laps tonight. Who do you got to thank here on that number 91?
Just everybody on the posse. We work really good together. We have a really good group of guys over there, and me and Brandon Wilkinson worked really hard on this thing. And so he was 1 lap away there from a podium. It looks like he got moved there on the last lap. But overall, man, it was a good showing, fun race, fun, clean race at that. A lot of times when you come to Martinsville, you never know what you're going to get. And Daniel did a good job, and all the race directors did a good job keeping everybody in line. And it was a really clean race, and had a lot of fun.
That's excellent, bud. Thank you very much for joining us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network post-race interview.
Well, there you heard it from Ty Majeski. He's going to come up just short of winning this one, but congratulations to that whole crew. We'll see if we can get a word in here. Jimmy Mullis, a very busy man, but let's see if we can grab him real quick. Jimmy, another good race here for you. It's not a win, but it's a third-place finish here for the Sim Seat guys. How was the night out there? How was the track? Did you have anything for Ty Majeski or Max Cookson?
Oh, definitely didn't have anything for those two. Felt like, there for about 5 to 10 laps, I could maybe hang with them. I was kind of hoping for a yellow there towards the end to see, if they'd mix it up one more time and get into each other and I could take advantage or something like that. But, the track, I think, kind of came to me. We were just really loose. But there at the end, I was able to kind of match their times every few laps when I, hit it right. So, decent car. Track was fun. The race was really fun. I know I had a good battle with Wilkinson and Williamson at the end, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of good battles. A lot of these guys are used to seeing you run the Coca-Cola iRacing Series. Tonight, though, here on the short tracks, is it a little more of your root style of racing? Do you enjoy coming back to run the short tracks here in the late models?
Oh, absolutely. I spend most of my time when I'm not doing the Cup car stuff. I'm doing super late model stuff for the Semi-Auto Racing Association and things like that. So, this is where I guess you could say my heart is. Love running this stuff all the time. So, don't have much experience in this car though. This was probably my second race in it. So, kind of proud of that result. Obviously, you want to win every time you go out, but it was decent, and we'll build on it.
Yeah, your build on this finish here tonight is a third-place finish. Who do you got to thank for bringing the Sim Seats number 40 here home on the podium?
Absolutely got to give thanks to Sim Seats, Richmond Raceway, Coca-Cola Energy, Sunoco, and then my LDR guys, as well as Cam Hamilton and Jim Cottle Jr. This car was a lot of Cam's work, so huge shout out to them. And he also did the paint scheme for tonight, so thanks again to him for that, and thanks to you guys for doing the broadcast. And really big shout out to Daniel for putting this event on. It was a lot of fun.
Well, there you heard it from your third-place finisher here tonight. That's going to be Jimmy Mullis. He's going to bring that SimC Coca-Cola Energy number 40 home in our third-place spot. Chris, I believe there is one more interview here tonight. Let's see if we can get a quick word in with the driver who is going to come home in that 5th spot.
Yeah, in 5th spot tonight, it's going to be Daniel Williamson. Daniel in that 88 machine tonight, finishing 5th spot. And the track tonight seemed to be cooperating pretty well, but the 88, unfortunately, coming in 5th place tonight.
Yeah, we missed it a little bit tight there, especially in the second half. Those guys are up there. All those guys are really good drivers, really fast. Ty Majeski is, he's probably one of the best overall in these cars. Cookson has really come along. He's really good. Jimmy, Zach, all those guys, Wilkinson, everybody in the top 10 was strong competition, and throughout the field. I just can't believe how clean the race went. Usually these things are a crapshoot, but this race actually went really, really clean and green. There was a few cautions, but there was a lot of green flag laps, especially in the second half, and just want to thank everybody for participating. Hope it was fun for everyone, and it was a good show.
It was a lot of fun to watch. I'm going to tell you right now, and the 88 coming home in 5th spot. Who do you got to thank there on the 88 machine here tonight?
Well, I'd just like to thank everybody that helped put this event together. Autos by Nelson, Barry Nelson, everyone there, Max Pappas Incorporated or Innovations. They donated a good bit for this. Per Your Race Parts, Epic Media, DCT Towing and Recovery, State Building Company in Davidson, Michigan, Scott Lamp, all those guys, Apex Sim Racing, Barber Ford of Holland, BK Paints, 09 Motorsports, they all contributed here. And it was a big help, and it was a lot of fun. I'm glad we were able to have a good show. Thanks to you guys for putting it on. The admins, Kyle Barnes, David Lamb, did a wonderful job. We did miss a few guys that actually signed up. A local racetrack rescheduled from yesterday to today, and some guys had to bail to go do real life racing. I understand that. It was a bummer. I was hoping to have a full 62 cars. But we did have full field for full purse, so we're good there, so we're good to go. Just want to thank everyone that helped make it a good show.
And Dan, it was absolutely, look, it was one of the best races I've seen in a long time here tonight. Only 12 cautions for 59 laps. We had 8 different lead changes here tonight. And man, I want to thank you for helping put this one on. You covered all the sponsors beautifully. I want to thank you once again, and congratulations on that 5th place finish here in the number 88.
Thanks, guys. We'll definitely get with you. Looking to do a couple more of these this winter. So love to have you guys back. You've done a wonderful job. Everybody was talking about the camera angles you guys have. The broadcast was excellent. I'm going to go back and watch it. But from what I understand from the people that did watch it, it was a great show.
And Roger, that is the 88 of Daniel Williamson, finishing in 5th spot here tonight in his number 88. And that's going to about do it here from Martinsville.
Yeah, Daniel, pretty much doing our job there for us, Chris. He went through the entire sponsorship list, but what do you say we do it again? Without these guys, none of this would have been possible. We got to thank all the guys over at autosbynelson.com for being the sponsor here tonight. Barry Nelson, the car dealerships there in Virginia and North Carolina. We also got to thank all the guys over at Max Pappas. Our winner here tonight of Max Cookson, he's going to get a wheel from Max Pappas himself. Chris, I wish I had one for my sim rig over here that I'm putting together, but hey, that's nor here nor there. We'll see if we can get one from those guys. Hey, how about the State Building Company? Without the State Building Company being in service for over 60 years, a lot of garages for race car drivers over the whole country wouldn't be put together, so we got to thank all of them for what they do. And how about Barber Ford? We got to thank them, and we also, out of Holland, Michigan, and we also got to thank Dustin Slider for what he does over there at the dealership. Everybody looking for a car, contact Dustin. He can get you what you need. All the guys over at BK Paints. A lot of the cars you just saw here tonight on this broadcast are brought to us by BK Paints. And of course, the guys over at Pure Year Race Parts. They got the race parts for your local track needs, and they will ship them wherever you need them. Epic Media, your media center for racing. And of course, DC Towing and Recovery, they were in full force here tonight at Martinsville. We use them quite a bit. And of course, Eddie Performance and Solution, they got your racing parts that you need out in the Midwest. And another one of our design companies, our 3rd place interview was brought to us tonight by the DWR Designs. And of course, all the guys over at ApexSimRacing.com. They have your custom sim racing gear that you need, or if you need some gear, if you go into your local track, hit up Apex Sim Racing. And of course, 09 Motorsports, they had a couple drivers in the field here tonight, a couple of them doing pretty good, a couple of them having a little bit of rough starts and finishes here tonight, but we also got to thank all the guys over at the Martinsville Speedway for coming on board with us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network to bring you all this racing action. But for Chris Legoo, I'm Roger Buth and the whole gang over here at the Turn 3 Racing Network. We like you, or we like that you tuned in here tonight. We hope you enjoy your show, and we will catch you the next time out on track.
At the Nelson family of dealerships in Martinsville, we'll get you on the road with over 1,000 cars and trucks to choose from. Whether you're shopping for new or used, we have the best selection in the region. What makes the Nelson dealerships different? We'll double your warranty on any new car or truck. That's right, double the years and double the miles of coverage. No additional cost, no strings attached. Shop us online at autosbynelson.com. And remember, everybody knows cars cost less in Martinsville.